everybody tolerates my fucking character, it means like, oh yeah, Zesty must like it too. It's like, no.
No. It's these specific instances of you drawing my character. Otherwise,
It was one fucking time, and you won't
oh
get
my
over
god,
it.
that was one time.
It was one time. What are you talking about?
One time.
Fucking Mean
One
Girls
thing.
moment right here.
I don't know why.
So Zesty, I heard you're into fat chicks. Care to comment?
See, it's happening now.
No. No, it's all part of my master plan. Oh.
Zesty's the chubby chaser of the UFR team.
No, I'm not.
Oh, that's why you live in Texas. I get it now.
Listen, if what's his face, the basketball commentator had anything correct to say about San Antonio?
Yeah, Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley. If he had anything to say correctly about San Antonio, a lot of fat chicks here.
A lot of big
women.
So I
may
have
have no choice.
Have you seen the videos?
Watching the NBA Finals in San Antonio, it's crazy how in the same section of the crowd you'll see like OF models and nuns.
Right? Yeah, the screen cap of Mitch Johnson coaching, and then behind him is just like multiple pairs of a lot of cleavage was behind him at the time.
Yo, so like that's not the true San Antonio crowd. You know, it's the cosmetic NBA fans that only show up for the finals, that don't otherwise watch the games and get into the camaraderie, you know.
To be fair, the Spurs haven't exactly been good over the past however many years.
We got far. We got really far. Unfortunately,
this year.
Unfortunately, Game 4 was honestly inexcusable. We should not have lost that game. And
Game 4
that
and Game 2 were both rough.
They were fucking inexcusable losses. I'm sorry. That's just it was so close yet so far.
I'm convinced that if you took De'Aaron Fox's brain and put it in a fish, the fish would drown.
Bro,
pretty heavy, wouldn't it?
I can't believe that he didn't just
But
I can't believe that he attempted to go for a layup instead of just dribbling out the clock and forcing them to foul him, so he gets 2 free points for no reason. He just threw the game away for no reason, just cause. He kept taking
I don't know ball
3
at
pointers.
all, by the way.
Yeah.
The Spurs are the team with Wemby, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I've been following it enough for that.
Yeah, they just lost in the finals.
Apparently they blew like every lead they had throughout the series or something.
Yep, they were up. They were up double digits in every single game and lost 4 of the 5 games that they played.
Alan's here.
It's a young team.
It showed. I was rooting for them too.
They're a very young team, and the young teams make mistakes.
Hey Zesty, what was with you in 6 inches last stream? Someone in chat was asking.
yeah, that was in reference to my penis.
Oh, your penis. It's that small.
Small? Hold on.
I thought it was kind of big, actually.
We got Mr. Pool Noodle over here. 6 inches is small. Like, okay.
I was just memeing. I was wanting more. Zesty decided to ignore me, which is probably the best.
Oh wait, what'd you say? Sorry.
Yeah, say
Sorry, I have a very low mechanical hum in both of my ears right now. So
why?
I'm fucking hungover as shit, man. Like I feel like
what
shit
is that?
Right
Does that
now.
give you a mechanical hum?
A mechanical hum, and I'm dizzy. So the coffee.
You
is
sure that's
helping
not
me a little bit.
tinnitus? You sure
Oh, I
that's
have
not
I have
tinnitus,
normal
dude?
tinnitus as it is, but then this
What
like
is
makes it worse.
normal tinnitus? What does that imply?
I have normal tinnitus, but then like when my head feels like it's stuffed with cotton, it's the mechanical hum takes over. It's like that phenomenon where people hear like the low frequency humming and it drives them insane, that kind of thing.
Like
and
from
then
like
they
a
go,
fluorescent light?
well, no, and then they go live out in the countryside because they think it's the power grid doing that, or like space aliens or something.
So you're just
Have y'all
describing schizophrenia.
Have y'all not heard of this? Like,
Nope. Not even a little bit.
I know what you're talking about.
I've heard of like infrasound, like very low frequency sound that you can't actually hear that still affects you, but
Here we go. The hum is a persistent, invasive, low-frequency humming, rumbling, or droning noise audible to many but not all people in an area. Hums have been reported in many countries, including Australia, Canada, the UK, and the United States. It's like a big thing. It could be like a prime. It could be a prime example of. Honestly, it is. It probably is 5G. 5G taking over our brains.
No.
Fucking.
The activation signal for the neurobots and the
Yeah, it's
vaccine.
like that. Yeah, it's the scene from fucking Zoolander where Relax Don't Do It plays and everyone turns into a super soldier. Like we're slowly being conditioned by 5G and they have to just like say the special word and we immediately go annihilate a country if we want to.
Zesty, I can't believe the government got to you, and you're trying to put the blame on 5G to distract the people from the real culprit, which is chlorophyll. So that's I know a psyop when I know a sleeper agent when I see one, Zesty. You can't get this one by me. I'm a man of the people.
Is it truly a sleeper agent if the agent is not aware?
Whoa.
What?
Is that the point?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Is it?
Is that like the whole? Like they don't know they're an agent, but then the phrase is uttered and suddenly they activate. Isn't that like the point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that's what the word sleeper meant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like they're asleep.
Kill John Lennon.
Zesty's brain is asleep right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, Surny's here again.
I'm here. Don't worry. I'm here. I'm alert. I'm ready. I'm ready to talk about when good fan bases go bad. What's that song? When good girls go bad.
Why do good girls like bad?
Why do good girls? That was a time. I missed that. That was a good time.
Good girls go bad.
White boys don't be making music like that anymore.
No, they really don't.
My life is like a video game.
That was a less good time. I liked the first one better.
It was by the same guy. It was by falling in
Was
reverse
it?
both times.
Wait,
Yes.
was it? Oh, what the fuck?
Yes,
That's so weird.
They're
They like
both by falling in reverse.
they're like completely different songs. That's crazy. Based off of what Chad is saying about your stream yesterday, Zesty. I'm shocked you're still like here. Like I'm shocked that I'm shocked you haven't been like taken off of the internet or something.
Like, I think people were over exaggerating my my reaction to the liquor. Like,
Zesty, what are you?
I didn't say anything crazy. I didn't do anything nuts. I was just laughing my ass off, and I don't remember half of what I said.
Zesty, what do you think about the gambling fan base? Someone in chat wants to know.
The gambling fan base?
I have no idea what the implication is. I assume.
What the fuck do you mean gambling fan base?
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, like we're putting a Kalshi bet on how this video is gonna go, right?
Huh?
Yeah, we're casting lots on whether or not this video is good.
And we're gonna put a bet on over/under. Is the video gonna mention gatekeeping?
I think over like 100. I feel like it's pretty likely.
Okay.
I'm very confused.
Anyway, Surny's here. Surny, how are you doing? You haven't been here since the last time you were here. Isn't that crazy? That's how everything
which was
works.
like a year ago. It's been a while.
Wait, was it? Was it that long?
He hasn't been here since last time he was here? No
Yeah,
way.
I know. Isn't it crazy?
I don't know. It's just been busy. There's a lot of shit that went wrong in my life towards the latter half of last year.
Oh.
Worked through all that. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, we are. We're doing good.
And now you're here to make it all worse.
You're gonna
I don't know,
relapse.
my life, honestly, like genuinely, I hate to be the guy that talks about this, but my life dead ass improved as soon as I switched off of Windows.
What?
So,
On the Linux, I assume?
No, he's a Linux truther.
I stopped using Windows like last July, and like my enjoyment of using my computer went up like tenfold.
Yeah, women started
you still
liking you
using
more,
Windows 10 or
started
11?
eating healthier.
I was using 11 before, but yeah,
Okay, I can understand why you made the switch then.
yeah, it was horrible. Anyway, good recommendation for anybody. Just saying.
I
Get away
tried
from Windows.
I tried to switch to Linux. I couldn't do it. There's too many programs I rely on that aren't available.
That's always the rough part, isn't it?
That's a big deal as well for me. Is I just can't do everything I need to do on Linux.
It's always a chance of dual booting or running a virtual machine, I suppose.
That's what I
Like,
that's what I
It's
did.
just so.
but
It's a hassle, though.
it's a little bit of a hassle. Maybe one day. One day
Run a computer in a
at some
computer.
point. But yeah,
Come on, just whine it, bro. Just whine it.
but yeah, chats. Everyone's we're having a good time. I'm glad that you're doing well. I'm glad you're here to talk about how good girl why good girls like bad
Why
guys.
good girls go bad.
I'm glad you're here to talk about that.
Remember Girls Gone Wild? Remember like the late night commercials
Nope.
advertising that shit?
Oh, you mean for MTV, the MTV stuff?
Yeah, well, I mean, it was boobs and porn, but
what?
they would show that shit on TV, like full breasts a bear for all to witness at like 3 a.m.
Is a
Girls
bear
Gone
a word?
Wild.
I'm looking this up.
It's just like what Family Guy was predicting.
That's nothing, man. Like there's shit like that here. But they also just show like ads on like afternoon TV when kids will be watching about like sex toys.
What the fuck?
You have sex toy commercials? That's crazy.
Yeah, they just showed us here. At least I remember this like 10 years ago when I would still sometimes watch TV as a kid.
Dude,
I say as a kid, I'm 27, bro, and I wasn't a kid 10 years ago anyway. Like when I used to still watch it when I came home from school, sometimes it'd just be like sex toy ads in between like watching, I don't know, fucking Big Bang Theory in the afternoon.
Dude,
It's crazy.
Like, American television is so awful because it's 90% pharmaceutical commercials for like pills for random ailments and illnesses. Like for whatever reason, like all major network television stations here have been showing medications for Ozempic for fat people, and then schizophrenia medication. Like those are the two big commercials that have been circulating for a few years now.
Must be a big market.
There has to be. Otherwise, well, how could they be making money doing this?
Zesty, I just need to let you know. You said that they had their breasts a bare, right?
Yeah.
That word has not been used in literature since the 1700s.
Cool.
That's not even a
Classy.
word. No one has
Not
ever.
that old.
Yes, it is. I'm currently looking at it.
Like a billion years.
I know
old
that
in a
word.
caveman.
Oh, come on.
It's not even
Cut me
in
some
like.
slack.
Bro, okay, I looked up a bare definition and it said it can mean to strip or uncover, as in like a verb, so Zesty didn't even use it right, in an obsolete context because it's from the fucking 16th century. But also, it can refer to a kind of bean in Canada, not
No.
Canada as in the one above America, as in Kannada, which I can only assume is somewhere
India.
in.
think it's
Yeah,
India.
okay. Additionally, it's also an abbreviation for the Australian Bureau of Agriculture and Research Economics.
Listen.
Dude, I searched up the word a bear and it just showed Winnie the Pooh.
Fuck you.
No, they got you there. That is a bear. They were right.
Oh, shit.
Zesty, that was one of the. You just kind of slid that in there, but I'm wise to your tricks.
I know
What
a
do you
bear.
mean
That's
tricks?
that's
How
a
is it
normal
trick?
word.
It's a word?
It's not a normal word. Alan, do not try.
I'm so sorry. Let me dumb down my vernacular for the common people. I
You
can't
mean
use
your
old
word
words.
of choice.
Dude, the words are almost
thing
as
good.
old as he is.
Zesty, have you ever said all of a dutter before?
No.
Have you ever described the TF2 community as one of bedlam?
Yes. Well, bedlam's a common word.
Bedlam's a more common word. I'm now going
Yeah,
through.
bedlam is common.
What about caitiff? You know any caitiffs?
Caitiff sounds like a slur.
Caitiff is a wretch or a villain, so you're not far off. What about a calf lolly? You heard about that one, Zesty?
That one's dangerous. Don't repeat that.
Yeah, that's like
Don't repeat that one.
that sounds like an
would probably change
incantation.
one
I don't know what you're implying.
Oh,
I don't know what you're
That one's
implying.
dangerous.
I don't know what you're implying. It means idle simpleton. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, so like me.
Oh.
You're what? You're a cat lily?
Okay, so surely. Okay, so then surely you know blackguard, right?
That's a classic.
That sounds like a Harry Potter monster.
You don't know blackguard, Zesty?
It sounds
No
like
one knows
Bogart.
Blackguard.
I can't believe you. No, it
This
means
guy hasn't
it
played
means like
Elden Ring. He hasn't played
criminal.
Elden Ring. There's literally a guy in Elden Ring that's just called that.
I know it because of.
plebeian is pleb. Pleb is a common word.
What about forsooth, Zesty? You ever say forsooth?
Okay, forsooth is not that rare of a word, okay?
I've heard.
That's a
before.
crazy word, not gonna
Almost everyone
lie.
knows
Good
it.
chance.
What is this
Forsooth.
list you're reading off of? Did like Grok give you a list of rare words? or
No, I'm
something?
on www.mark.
AI.
I'm on
SMH.
www.marquisofwinchesters.co.uk/words and phrases of the 17th
Object.
century,
I found
Okay.
and I was reading them.
it. These words suck, Lucid.
I know, right?
Come on. I'm looking at. Wait, hold up.
Oh, Zesty, you know what a hoyden is?
Wayden?
A hoyden. Take a guess.
Foyden?
A hoyden.
Shut up. No,
With an
be
H.
quiet.
A hoyden.
Hoyden.
Yeah.
I honestly have no idea.
Some like butler, certain, These are not like crazy words. These are just regular words.
Well, I mean, some of these are just words that came about in the
Phrase.
17th century. I was showing for the ones that we don't
Dislike.
use anymore.
Forsooth.
Okay,
Oh,
so
there's forsooth.
Zesty,
Forswear.
Zesty, a hoyden is a rude or ill-bred woman or girl.
Oh my god! Oh shit!
So
That's hilarious. So everyone's saying Foyd in chat is close.
It's all cyclical. It's all cyclical, man.
Oh my god!
it all comes back around.
And there, everything in life. Time is a flat circle. Time is a flat circle.
Alan, do you know? Alan, do you know
Jesus.
Syrah?
Hey,
No,
Sarah.
I've never met the guy.
It's a form of address used to inferiors or expressing it contempt. So you like say Syrah, I assume, or Syrah.
I see.
Also, thank you, which just means thank you, and I can't imagine anyone ever saying that.
Thank you.
Thank you, spelled like Yankee, but with the thank.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Big thankies from Spankies. Spankies? Thankies. Thanky is a word?
Yeah,
It's not
with
like
an-
furry speak?
Nope.
Very speak like uppies.
Well, because whenever I think of
Thankies,
thanky, I
thankies.
think like this, you know, like I'll type it in stream chat, like this is what I think about whenever I hear thanky.
Are the squiggly lines necessary? Are they like an important part?
That's an extremely important part because that's like what my eyes are doing.
What?
What?
Yeah, it's like my squinty, cute little face. Like, oh, thank you. I make like a cute anime girl puppy face. You know, that's
I
what
can't.
furries do, right?
I cannot imagine such a thing.
That's what furries do. Trust me, I know.
work on your
I'm
mouth.
very
Yeah,
well
you'd know.
informed.
Are
Of
you
course
now?
know.
I've been infiltrating their spaces for several years now, and it's quite a fascinating breed of human being.
Infiltrating is an interesting
Infiltrating
word.
If you're one of them.
Thank you, thank you. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Listen, I'm not.
No.
You guys like Discord
No.
noises?
You guys like Discord noises?
Anyways, now that
Discord noises.
we're about to, I got an announcement to make before we get started of a thing that chat will presumably be interested in knowing about. You might have noticed that there's a different donation goal alluding to some sort of contest. What could that possibly even be referring to? It's obviously that we're running a fucking contest. We're running a TF2 YouTube video contest over the next month. We as in UFR, not really anyone specifically. It's mainly a me and Zesty thing. We've been talking a lot, me and Zesty, about the TF2 YouTube's in a bad place. It's not in a good place. There's like no new creators. Everyone is all of the established people are kind of doing their own thing. They're off making this kind of the same very homogenous kind of content, with the exception of a few people. And we want to alleviate that to some extent. So I was thinking, I have been complaining about this issue for like a year and a half, and I'm not doing anything about it aside from talking. We can't, and if we're all we can do is talk, then like we might as well put our money where our mouth is. So me and Zesty are pooling money from our own personal funds, as well as accepting donations from you guys, to put up a prize pool of sorts. We're going to do a UFR on July 19th, 2026, where we cover a variety of videos submitted by you guys being made over the next month or so, and the top 3 will all get money, basically. We're either in the form of a Steam gift card or in the form of PayPal. So we're going to I'm going to do one first round coverage of all of the videos that get submitted, at least all of the ones that are actual submissions and not just like Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up or whatever. I'm going to go through all of them on my stream, pick out the best ones, like 10 or so, and then we're going to UFR them all in a semi-concise marathon, and pick the best one. It's going to be me, Zesty, and 3 other anonymous TF tubers that I will reveal at a later date. And yeah, so that's pretty cool. Zesty's going to be fundraising on his stream to raise money for the prize pool. I'm going to give 35% of all super chats I receive from here until that point. 35% of all of the super chats I receive will go toward the prize pool, and it'll be divvied up through some percentage split between the 3 places.
Yes. On Wednesday of next week, I'll be basically repeating all of this, and then whatever super chats we get on Wednesday's stream is going to go into the prize pool.
Yep. And I'm going to get some people, hopefully like Wheezy and some others, to spread this. Of course, Zesty will spread it. But
Yeah, I'll give it a. I'll give it
Yeah,
a
spread it,
boost.
Zesty.
but as many
Shut
people as
up.
possible, just get it. Just that's crazy. Just get it out there. You know, we want as many videos. If you think you suck, if you think you've never made a video before, at the very least, you will get my opinion in the first round on your video, and you will get some sort of feedback, and that will allow you to improve. Or if your video is really good, you'll get to the second round, and you'll get even more feedback from people who've been doing this even longer than me. And we will all come together and pick some people to hoist above and say these people are doing great things to hopefully encourage a variety of you guys to make more TF2 content or just more YouTube content in general. It doesn't have to be TF2. I'm showing the guidelines on screen. We don't really need to go over all of them, but I will be posting the flyer that I've made for this after the stream. But yeah, this is very cool to me. It's something that I'm very happy Zesty was on board to help me run, so you guys can all thank him. But yeah, the guidelines are over there. There's not really a format, by the way. I didn't really put that on here, but there's not a specific format. If you want to make like an SFM, the only real requirement is that it's 5 minutes or longer. 5 minutes. It's between 5 and 25 minutes. Nothing over or under that will be accepted to prevent people from just posting like a low effort meme or whatever.
A 5-hour long video.
Yeah, or a 5-hour long
high
video.
effort
Of just gameplay.
You're
it's-
long man phobic today.
Well, if it's a high effort meme, then it's probably just good content.
I mean, I'll probably watch it, but it won't be like eligible for winning. You know. But yep. I will not dock points if you don't have a good title or thumbnail. Actually, well, the title might matter if you put the title as one thing and then the video is about something entirely different. But the thumbnail is irrelevant. But yeah, other than that, there's just go nuts. If you want to make an SFM, go for it. If you want to make a YTP, go for it. We'll be trying to grade all these things.
10-minute long YTP would be insane.
That's not that long for a YTP. I've seen YTPs that are way longer than that.
Oh, I know, but like that's a lot of editing. It'd be cool though.
Yeah, if you want to do a fucking clip montage, you got people in chat. I might have to put up some sort of rubric so you guys understand what we're looking for. But for those of you in chat, we're going to be covering it essentially like we do videos on UFR. Basically, how consistent is the video in terms of its quality, in terms of its scripting, editing, what have you. So, yep, this is really cool. I'm really excited about this. So, donate to me, donate to Zesty, get that shit, get the prize pool as high as you want. Support more TF2 content. That's the gist of everything. I am excited.
Yes. We're literally having to. The situation has become so dire. We are literally paying people to make videos about TF2.
And you know what? It's worth it. You know,
And it's going to be awesome.
it's going to be awesome. I could not be happier that we're doing this, because at the very least, it's good that we are doing something about it. I would rather actually be able to say, hey, at least we tried, rather than just sitting here and being like, it's so bad, and then not doing anything about it. You know, we might as well try and put our best foot forward with it. So.
Yep.
That's what you guys have to look for. I'm sure the first round submissions where I have to cull through all of like the nonsense submissions that are all bullshit. I'm both dreading it and also very excited about it.
Oh, it's gonna be funny.
It's
There's
gonna
some
be
gems in there.
It's gonna be funny. If you're around, we might have to do it together. But we'll see. But yeah,
Absolutely.
now that that's out of the way, we got a video to cover.
We do.
About toxic communities and how
No
they
way.
Oh,
how they come from
Oh,
nowhere.
my favorites. I love, dude. Toxic. Yeah.
This was
enjoying the watch together.
put. I want to give credit. I'm gonna go look it up. This was first brought to my attention by someone in the Lucid Discord, and I'm going to go find who that was so I can credit them appropriately. because I thought it would be really interesting, because I don't think we've really discussed fan base dynamics, at least not past TF2, and I thought it would be an interesting discussion. This was Sheepish Shepherd in the Lucid Discord. Shout out to you for this was a good video submission that I'm excited to talk about. So, is everyone ready? Should we just hop into it?
Let's go.
Gotta see how this begins.
That was
that's really funny, Jaunty.
that was a really good. That was good.
Cool thing. You've got a universe with endless possibilities out there. Despite being an inconsequential speck that can be taken out in an instant, possibly with nothing awaiting us in the end.
I don't know about you guys, but I've never seen this this kind of environment or program before. This is completely new to me.
Yeah, me neither.
Doesn't seem familiar to me. Very original. Very original.
Yeah, no, I've actually I've actually never seen anything like this. It's very original. It's weird. Good job, I guess.
We are still here. In a sense, since nothing actually matters, we all get to meaningfully choose what does matter. So we fill our time with stuff we want to do, and stuff that we mutually agree we have to do to live on to do the stuff we want to do. Awesome. We're all on the same page about existence and reciprocity. There's a lot of things to do out there in the world, and naturally, we want...
Dude, kayaking, juggling as a mime.
What is
shredding
this
it
rock
in the
Sitting
park.
on your couch.
What's the second one from the top? Like, what's that? Where they're like laying on blankets? Is that
It's a
picnicking?
picnic.
It was like a
Like-
picnic, yeah.
It looked like they were like vibing in the street. Is what it looks like.
It looks like the woman on the left is dead.
She's just chilling. Got her arms crossed.
Some people die like that.
Looks like a pool of tears. Like she's been crying the entire time.
Oh, it does kind of look like that.
to do them with other people to learn, grow, compete, and have fun. At this point, it would be
Hobbies to keep your
appropriate
hands
to call
busy and
a group
still
of
your
people
mind.
doing that a community. The thing about communities is that they require a certain level of reciprocal participation and quality standards to be considered a good community.
What?
Thank you for acknowledging that there has to be a certain level of good quality standards to be considered a good community. Because, like, what is a community without upholding some level of standards for whatever it is it's centered around?
What is the significance of this visual?
China.
China. China rules.
All right, cool. I thought there was something more to it. My bad.
Is that they
The Mahjong
require
Club.
a certain level of reciprocal participation and quality standards to be considered a good community. Like being told to eat your vegetables, it doesn't matter
Food
how
analogy?
boring, unexciting, or unwarranted it feels to be told to do it. It needs to be said and it needs to be done. Let's start small. People have hobbies like playing sports, listening to music, dancing, playing an instrument, watching.
If you're gonna put images on screen, I think it was Zesty told me Uncle Dane said this. I think was that you should never have
Always have something
always have
moving.
something
never,
moving.
Never have a still frame last for more than a few seconds because people are going to think something is wrong with your video.
The only-
something froze.
And I think the only exception is if it's for comedic effect.
Yes, obviously.
That's the only exception.
have something change or put something else on the screen. I know it's like, oh, you have to like jingle keys to keep the viewer retention, but that is like a real thing.
I mean,
that people still get like they
Let's
get wigged out
get
about.
your
It's like,
video
did my
become
video
second
froze?
monitor content.
I mean, it's especially true when you're looking at an image like this where there's not one thing to focus on. There's just stuff
Even
on
like a
screen.
simple pan would be like enough just
Yeah,
to have
just
some sort of
slight-
visual
yeah.
interest.
Slight zoom in.
Yeah.
Also, I'm
Zoom ins, fades, that sort of thing.
I didn't know I did that. Apparently, I removed text perms from your two friends, Zesty. I didn't realize. Was unaware. I'll fix that at some point. My bad.
Watching movies, cosplaying, making art, and other things like that. Many of these can involve going out in public
Beekeeping.
and associating with other people. We collectively,
Like rock climbing, perhaps.
Yeah, like
as a
rock
society,
climbing.
have
God
created
damn it.
systems
DRC9.
of rules and regulations that we generally find reasonable and necessary, whether you're doing something serious or fun. Some of these rules stay consistent because they are good ideas. For example, I've got tickets to watch the finale of The Amazing Digital Circus in a
boy.
small
Wait, can we go back? I wanted to see how he transitioned into this real quick.
necessary, whether you're doing something serious or fun. Some of these rules stay consistent because they are good ideas. For example, example, I've got tickets to watch the finale of The Amazing Digital Circus in a small screening. Despite some fans being insufferable and having brain-dead behavior, I want to support the project, and I will be able to enjoy the film publicly because of public standards. Most reasonable people enjoy that they can watch a movie in peace as the norm without worrying that people
This footage is so low res.
in the
So this person is very obviously describing the dichotomy between being terminally online and not having any social skills because you're on the internet, and then touching grass and being a part of organized and considerate society amongst your fellow man. When you go in public, you can't act like a fucking animal, and so that's what's being described here.
What is what does he mean by public standards? Did I miss something?
I guess like social etiquette.
Yeah,
just
social etiquette, public standard,
Act like
being
a normal
decent-
person.
But he's like, for example, like not going into a theater and then screaming at the top of your lungs, or like playing like a boom box in the seat next to you, shit like that, being a public
Like-
nuisance. Yeah.
I can actually have firsthand experience with, because I have been to 2 screenings of the finale to TADC, and both of them were actually pretty, reasonable. Like no one was shouting. Most of like the loud moments were like in big moments throughout the finale, and like the
Which is
theater experience was like very respectable, and like most of like the excitement and like the rowdiness was like in the pre-screening where everyone was getting excited, like, oh, I can't see the movie, and like everyone has like their plushies and like cosplaying like I did. And then you contrast that with the Minecraft movie.
Mhm.
That theater experience was fucking awful.
Facts.
Children and teenagers just going like,
Became a
"Hey,
meme.
chicken jockey!"
It
was-
became a meme.
It was bad. I remember footage.
I've been there. I was
did
in one of
see-
those screenings, and it was like so bad.
I would never
so
have.
many,
I
like-
would. I would never have paid to see the Minecraft movie. I'm
Ugh,
not
man.
better than. I'm not a more. I'm not like there's not many things where I'm like I'm better than that. I'm better than paying to see the Minecraft movie. I'm above that as a person.
I actually just
Ugh.
feel bad for the theater workers that had to clean up after
Oh,
every
dude.
Oh.
My
Aw.
brother
screening.
was working at a theater. Like, he left his job at the theater just before the Minecraft movie came out. He was like, thank fuck I wasn't
Dodged a
working
bullet.
during that movie. It was like, I do not want to deal with those theater screenings at my job when those movies are playing. Like, goddamn. Whew. But yeah, I just find it very funny that, like, people saying, oh, the digital circus screens are going to be so bad. It's like, from what I gathered, they were fine. They were fine for me. Some people have had shitty theater goings, which is, yeah. But from my experience, both times I went, pretty much very respectable. So,
Let's make a
I don't know.
team, and then we'll storm the fortress too.
say that again?
I will
Coming.
be able to enjoy the film publicly because of public standards. Most reasonable people
Being a
enjoy
member
that
of
they can
polite
watch
society.
a movie in peace as the norm without worrying that people in the theater are going to be trying to physically fight each other or act like animals in the aisle. This is
He said it,
because-
dude. Hey, dude, I fucking predicted that. He said it. I literally said not act like animals in public. Oh my god,
Pay out
dude.
the Kelshi bit.
Same wavelength.
Why would they be
Same
fighting
wavelength.
each other though?
Because like the comparison is to how people act online, where like if the way that people speak to each other online and the conduct they engage in, if you were to put them in the same room, it would be as though they were punching the fuck out of each other. But of course,
like a mosh
if
pit.
you actually did that, they'd be kind of like, sheepishly tucking their feet together, go, well, you just they wouldn't know how to behave, right? But on the internet, they have the facade that facilitates them to act like fucking animals.
True.
Facts. It's also a matter of like, sorry. A lot of
He's eating.
I'm sorry, I'm eating a banana. A lot of people, especially children, don't leave their houses as much as they should in the modern day. So when they are given a reason because of their internet fascination, and which of course initially doesn't require them to leave their house, so they're fascinated with something that doesn't require them to leave their house, which then leads them into a public movie screening of that same fascination. So now they're surrounded by other people who haven't left their house, and now everyone hasn't left their house. So none of them know how to behave, and it like mob psychology just kind of dictates that they're all just going to be insane. Damn the like 10% of people who are there who are like typical regular people.
Like, even adults don't know how to behave in theaters sometimes. Like, they just use their phone and chat loudly. It's like, have we forgotten theater etiquette?
Yes.
Like, do we all need to go back and relearn basic etiquette in public spaces?
Yeah.
It's because everyone's like too used to like streaming services and just doing stuff in their own home. It's like, when you go to a theater, you should be respectful. It's not the other way around. Like, oh, if you want to be quiet, watch it at home. It's like, no, just be respectful. And then if you want to have like people over and have fun, just do it at home.
Yes.
That's not what a theater's for. That's not what the theater's for.
You ever see like footage of a screening of, you know, the Amazing Digital Circus in theaters or the Minecraft movie or what have you, and you're like, man, do you think Shakespeare would have like given up?
No, I think the Victorian crowds were probably way rowdier. It was probably
No,
way crazier
there's
back
no
then.
what
It's actually
no.
true, yeah.
Do you think no? But like, were they as like unreasonably rowdy? Because it's one thing to be like
Didn't
in a
they, like,
to be
kill
like
people on stage if they didn't give a good performance?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they would have just thrown rocks at him and shit.
you know
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm convinced that they'd do anything back then.
you know I rest my
I
case.
convinced
My
they'd,
bad.
Like cannibalism, like get a gun, shoot them if they didn't like it. Somebody says the funny word, they all just start going crazy, just smashing everything to bits.
Chicken jockey.
I do love that one
Sorry.
the fucking the animation. I forget who did it. Someone will know in chat. But the animation of them saying chicken jockey, and then like the anarchy just ensues, and they start being like, let's play 3-card Monty, and they like start flipping over tables and shit. Like everything just inexplicably lights on fire. It's very good. Someone in chat will know what I'm talking about. Also, weren't there
making very niche references?
This
to
is not that
things.
niche. It's a video with millions of views. It's a very
Millions of views. Oh wow, millions of views.
That's just neat
Circle
to know
Tune.
today.
Thank you. I knew someone in chat would know. Thank you.
I've also gotten millions of views before.
You're famous, dude.
Damn.
You're just
Why
underrating
did the
yourself.
chat get...
Sorry,
why
this is
was-
disgusting. My bad.
Someone got timed out for saying Flint and Steel by the bot.
Based. I know.
Nuked by the bot.
Also, weren't there some cinema brawls in recent time? I can't think of any. Only cinema incident I can think of is the fucking Batman shooter, but that was like a decade ago.
That was a long time ago.
That was over a decade ago now, actually. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I
the
think
only...
there's definitely a non-zero amount of like fights in public spaces every day, including movie theaters. But
I mean-
nothing, no high-profile cases I can think about.
I mean, have you seen New York like in the past few days? Shit.
oh well, yeah, that I mean, well, New York's New York. You also have to take into consideration
Man.
the locale and where you're at in terms of what you can expect in terms of how much politeness from society you're going to receive.
What did he mean by this?
New York's a shithole.
Oh.
Sounds like rat.
No, but
I
yeah,
can't believe you would say that about such a great city.
yeah. Haven't you heard the Frank
Everything
Sinatra
I
song?
see about New York is like in contrary to that. It just
No, you
contrary,
gotta-
like
you
New
just
York.
gotta
New York
be the-
is
you-
such a great city, and meanwhile they beat the
You just
shit out of a
have to
Spurs
be there.
fan.
When
Yeah.
when Frozen 2
Walk in
came,
here.
when Glad in chat said when Frozen 2 came out, there was a theater in the U.S. that had a machete fight. Frozen 2 is not that
Yo.
serious. I don't know if any
okay,
movie
so
is that
I
serious,
really,
but Frozen 2
I
is
really,
definitely-
really doubt. I really doubt the fight was over the movie. It was probably like two cracked out tweakers having a fucking brawl in the theater.
This
is
this
what it
Frozen
was.
shit is serious. You better stand behind it. You better be ready to die for it, brother.
They didn't make Elsa a lesbian. I'm gonna kill someone.
That's not. You know what? Honestly, I could see that as a reason.
That would, that might have been the only
Where's
justifiable
Alan
reason.
Tudyk?
Where, where's-
So wait, hang on. Were there two people with machetes? Like
no,
it was a sword fight?
everyone brought their machete. It was a coordinated
Everyone brings
Like
their-
machete.
bring-
Facebook
bring your
event.
machete to work day.
BYON,
Wait, is this
bring
a
your own
real
machete.
thing, or is this a bit?
I'm looking this up. I need to know. Hold on.
Yeah, I need
What?
confirmation.
Trejo?
Machete
No, no.
fight Frozen
Frozen.
2.
Machete. It's real.
Yes, it's real. It's real. Hold on. I'll show.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you. Not Screen Rant. A mass brawl broke out between teenagers during a screening of a gang movie Blue Story at a theater also show. So it wasn't at the Frozen 2 showing. It was at the
Okay.
theater who happened to also be. The fight saw up to 100 teenagers wielding weapons, including
100?
including machete.
100?
So it was a battle
Teenagers?
royale.
Including
What the
machetes, as parents
What in
lined
the
up with their
fucking John
children.
Wick?
As parents lined up with
What?
their children to watch Frozen 2 at Star City in Birmingham, England, dozens of officers
Birmingham, of course.
In England?
Dozens of officers were sent to the complex after a 999 call just after 5:30 p.m. reporting a group of youths with machetes. A spokesperson from Midlands police
Hang
told
on.
The Independent. 2 machetes were seized during the trouble, which saw pockets of fighting, and 7 police officers left with minor injuries as they dealt with the crowds in and around the cinema.
Okay, but it wasn't 100 kids with machetes. That would have been crazy.
That would be.
That would have been
Yeah,
a
oh my God.
bloodbath.
That would be.
I mean, as soon as I heard Birmingham, I was like, okay, now it makes sense.
That makes perfect sense.
And of course, the last paragraph is, in theaters now, Disney's Frozen 2 reunites directors Jennifer Lee and Chris Buck and producer Del Vecchio with voice actors Idina Menzel, Christian Bell, Jonathan Groff, and Josh Gad. Returning musical talents include Christian Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez.
Get that paycheck, baby.
Hashtag's not sponsored.
5 teenagers have since been arrested in connection to the fight. A 13-year-old girl, a boy and a girl, both aged 14, and a 19-year-old male were held on suspicion of assaulting police officers. Following the... What the fuck? What? Does it say why?
Watching the video might get the stream taken down, so don't watch the video.
I didn't even see that there was a video. It doesn't...
I'm finding them now.
Oh. You didn't even have to tell me that
there's a
existed.
live leak.
There's dudes holding machetes.
Frozen 2 was that bad, yeah.
They had
Also,
no time
I
to
do
make it.
remember there were a bunch of people who were like, oh my gosh, Joker is going to incite incels to shoot up the fucking theater, and nothing ever happened.
I know, right?
That
And then
was-
the
I
second
mean, the
movie bombed
sequel
and no
made
one
me want to
cared.
kill myself.
Yeah, it was bad. Anyways, the toxic
Get
communities.
Community of moviegoers and the business trying to accommodate people who enjoy the experience of watching a movie mutually benefit from an environment conducive to watching movies. For example, we can require children 13 and under to have a guardian with them to supervise them since the movie isn't a daycare, while adult or elderly moviegoers should be mature.
Please be respectful
Yeah.
during the movie. This includes the chicken jockey scene. Do not throw food and drinks. Keep applause short during the movie. No running around the
Dude,
theater.
this reminds me of another time where theaters were rejecting people from going to see The Rise of Gru because of like the gentle minion scene when it was just people in suits going to see the movie. That was tame, and they got there, and they were like, "No, we don't want that." And then
mean,
you get Chicken
yeah.
Jockey, which is way worse.
Yep.
Enough to watch a movie properly.
This is like a
and while
movie
we
revolution.
This
It's
is-
just chicken jockey and throwing your popcorn
Viva la Chicken
around.
Jockey!
This is like something that would be like a robot chicken joke like 20 years ago, and now it's just real.
Robot Chicken
Yeah,
Jockey.
and now this is reality.
Shut up. Shut up. That was damn it.
Fuck! Help me!
Not robot chicken
Help
jockey.
me!
Anything but that.
don't require them to have supervision,
shit.
that doesn't mean we shouldn't be ready and equipped.
You know, can we look? I just want to say, right, like, not to get into it, but like, look at the render on the right. That's like official, you know? You ever just
You think that was added in?
Why
post?
is the feet like that?
why
What?
is only half of the
chicken
zombie?
feet?
Why is the half of the zombie's head like trying to be a normal face, and the other half upper half is just square?
He kind of looks like
They
you.
had to give it.
He doesn't look
Frankenstein.
anything like me, dude. He doesn't look
He
anything
kinda
like
does.
me. Dude,
Can't
that's
even
actually
does.
why are you putting that on me?
He looks like 40% the way there.
No, he doesn't.
Listen, everything about this movie was designed to make marketable toys, okay? And they had to make it look soft and
They
cute
made
and
Lego
squishy.
sets for it, dude.
Oh
what,
my
like,
god!
every
Oh, can
movie's
anyone have like
supposed
the
to be.
official Jack Black toy?
They still
was the
sell
thing.
them. I'm pretty sure. I went to like a local like
Insane
Big
what it
W, and there's still a Jack Black in armor like action figure. I was like, oh my god.
I want one so
You
bad.
should
gonna-
stop
there's gonna be
wiping your face.
more.
You need to take a
Second one. Yeah, the
screenshot
second
of
one
this.
comes out soon, then they're gonna go nuclear.
You
Fuck
gotta
you.
have a figure of Mary Jane in green
You guys
shirts.
look nothing alike.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know why.
I don't know why you said that. You just put that on me. Everyone chat's gonna agree because of course they are. Also, why did they give the? Is it normal to give characters in like a live action thing, like CGI characters, 4 fingers? I feel like that's like more uncanny. When
No, it's a Minecraft thing.
they don't.
Yeah,
they don't have
Minecraft.
fingers in Minecraft, Zesty.
They
They
had to
have
give
one
them
finger
fingers
per
for the sake of the movie,
inventory slot.
and like it keeps the hand more square if there's 4.
Why didn't they just not give them? Whatever, it's fine. That's how we care.
Still
You
doesn't
can throw them
explain
in
why
per
they all
inventory
look the
slot.
same,
You can
though.
hold one per finger.
Out if they don't behave. In a sense, security and the police are the
South Korea jails. Oh, is this
Yeah, it's that weirdo.
Oh no, it's not the same guy. This is a different one. Oh, this is Johnny Somali. Wait, what the fuck?
Johnny Somali. Yeah.
He got out of jail and then went back in.
Oh, he's in jail now indefinitely.
This was
He's-
no, but
People
this
just
is
hate freedom.
this is the different dude. This is not, or that's not a different dude. This is a different incident from the first one. He got out of jail and then immediately went back to it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What a
Basically.
Because
what a
wasn't the first one in,
fucking
like,
wild ride.
Singapore or something?
No, yeah,
No, South Korea.
No,
Was it also Korea?
no,
Was it
the,
Yeah,
Japan?
both,
I remember
both,
there was
I
another
thought it was
both
Japan.
instances were Korea.
I thought it was Japan the first
Oh no,
time.
he fucked up in Japan too, then
Yeah,
got
'cause
out.
I think it was
and
like the
then
train
South
or something.
Korea.
He was riding the train without a ticket or something. I remember that.
Yeah. Wonder how much
There was
money he
also
made
another
doing
guy.
this.
There was like another
How
like,
does he-
IRL streamer that like
Bro.
streamed himself going into the women's only carriage.
Bro, jail in South Korea and Japan is not good. Like jail in
I
America
don't
is
think jail anywhere is good.
No, but like jail in those two countries specifically is like
Solitary confinement, basically.
it's really like you don't want to be there. No one goes to jail in either of these countries because it's really like not good. I don't know
They
how
actually
why
punish their criminals. What? Who
I don't
would've thought?
I don't know why you would get out of jail
to
in
be fair,
Japan.
when you get
and
sent to jail in America, usually the inmates take care of you. If it's that bad
Depending
of a
on the
crime.
depending on the crime.
Yeah, like you go to jail for being like a pedophile. Yep, you're done.
Oh,
Might as
you're
well be
dead.
death
Yeah.
sentence. Might as well be your death sentence.
Supervision for adults that act 12. This is a system that generally functions and works to create healthy communities because we create strong standards and the communities actively participate to maintain those standards. Now consider if there was a hobby, product, or piece of media that by itself is perfectly fine, but it quickly amassed a community that lacked strong standards and active participation
Hang
that
on.
meaningfully
Where are we going with this?
So is the hold on. No. I don't like where this is going. I don't like where
on
this
the
is going
left,
at all.
you could see like a king chess piece.
And on the
Oh, yeah,
right, you
King
can
of
see a
Mother
chain chomp from Mario.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Why?
This is now this. I feel like we're laying the seeds that like certain communities never had standards and they were always bad and they were just always this way. I don't like where this is going.
I think his rationale is I think his rationale is like they.
It's the After Effects shatter effect.
I think his rationale though is that because they aren't public things that you do in public, they aren't conducive to public standards. But also, he put Rick and Morty in there, which like I guess you could. Obviously, people watch TV in their house, but like Rick and Morty was a very mainstream, publicly it talked about, and like it was not an internet thing really. It was a little.
Wasn't like the worst thing just a guy being like a jackass in like McDonald's about the Szechuan sauce. That was like the worst of the worst when it comes to it.
Yeah, but that
Get
clip
some
went
coffee in your
viral.
bag.
And he wasn't that as like a joke. He did that as satire. I'm pretty sure the guy who did that stunt was like doing it for a shitpost. He didn't even watch the show. He just did it for the bit.
We will see.
fully maintained those standards. Perhaps there were certain qualities and habits around that community which allowed undesirable participation.
What? Why is Harry Potter
Overwatch.
here?
Harry Potter?
What the fuck
Dude,
did Harry
Harry
Potter
Potter-
do?
He like
Is he gonna talk about like music fan bases at all, like Swifties or like Michael Jackson fans?
Nope. I don't think so.
I mean, those are they dox people, dude.
Playboy Cardi.
Dude,
No, that's a
Cardi's
good fan
the
base,
goat.
okay?
Don't even.
With relatively low consequence. The easy access, easy participation, low
League of
moderation,
Legends.
and low responsibility. of
Low
perhaps
resolution.
Something that could be consumed.
Super. That's
and
more
enjoyed
than
on-
toxic. That's just criminal.
Yeah. This is.
I wouldn't describe this. I wouldn't describe this game's community as toxic.
See,
It's
See, the thing with this one is the
it's like saying Epstein is toxic. Like, I mean,
my rationale with with Smash is that it actually the reason why it was like mostly chill in the days of like Melee and Brawl was because there wasn't a massive online scene, so people couldn't just get big.
I mean, it was
Played in
Smash Bros, though.
person.
Yeah, but you in order to be good at the game, you had to play people in person, and that required human interaction. Didn't mean everyone was like normal, but it was a much better way of
Early
adding
competitive
those.
Smash was pretty hectic.
Yeah, well, it was a
they had
much better
some
way
insane
of.
stories back then. Like a guy like once like punched some dude in the face and like didn't get banned or anything.
Well, yeah, but that's just like
the-
that's just like sports.
Nowadays,
Dude.
everything's all
was like-
esports, and you have to be a lot more like snide about your toxicity. A lot of it's a lot more like passive aggressive or like just straight up under the covers rather than being direct.
Which like I think is honestly like much lamer. Not that like either
Yeah,
is
because
good.
back in the day,
but-
you would shit talk people in Money Match, and it was all like very public in the public eye. But nowadays, you have to be very sneaky and almost like be very like behind closed doors about it, and like have a facade of being respectful because of esports and sponsors and that sort of shit.
Yeah.
online alone at home, that this could
Oh, God,
create a
Sonic the
community that grows
Hedgehog.
rapidly without oversight or systems. and
Oh my
develop
god! Can you find a higher quality image of
No,
this? Because there has
no.
to be one.
It's
There
funnier
has
if it's
to
low
be
res
one.
though.
I think
Y'all
it's
got any
funnier
more
this way.
pixels?
habits and beliefs that are troublesome.
Wait, no, this is a
Back
bad
in the
example.
Gathering?
Wait, what the fuck? This is a horrible
What?
example.
Hold on. Read
wrong with
the
Magic
fuck wine.
Toxic?
Read the fuck wine. Go back.
Low consequence. The easy access, easy
League of Legends, like
participation, low moderation, and low responsibility of
Come on.
perhaps something that could be consumed and enjoyed online, alone, at home. That this could create a community that grows rapidly without oversight or systems, and develop habits and beliefs that are troublesome. We would potentially only find out that this is an issue when
What both of these? What no?
Huh?
What?
No.
Both of these are bad examples. Magic is something
If it
that
was
you
the
can almost
MCU maybe, but Marvel Comics as a whole?
Magic.
Huh?
Magic
Around
the
for
Gathering
like
is
100 years.
Magic the Gathering is something you almost exclusively have to play in person.
Yeah.
People
I mean,
who
there
I
is
mean,
an
there's, like-
online game though.
It is a game, but you know.
But a lot of it's mostly public, like in person,
Yeah.
like Yu-Gi-Oh.
yeah, you go to your
Like
local
Dungeons
card
and
shop and you
Dragons, too.
interface with
It's a
people on a
physical
human
card
layer.
game. Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
most Magic players, at least I know a lot of Magic players or people who play Magic. Most of them are not like they don't consider themselves part of the broader Magic fandom, whatever that would mean. They're like they play with their friends. They play with the people they know. Maybe they go to like a
Or they go to
tournament.
like Friday Night Magic nights at like
Yeah.
the local hobby store.
Yeah, they
That's
know
about it.
Time I get a Magic player in my Marvel Rivals game, they always throw. So I think this is a good example.
Also kind of redundant to show both Marvel Rivals and like Marvel itself.
Did they show Marvel Rivals?
Yeah, he
separately?
showed it at
Yeah,
the beginning,
that was the first example
Ah.
of the screen
Yeah.
to grab.
which is like
Yeah,
also
Marvel
kind of a
Rivals community sucks. Like I hate every single person in the community.
yeah. Well,
I don't
So
hate
my
every person,
curiosity
but I hate
here-
the community.
So my curiosity here with this video is that so far this guy is like planting the seeds of like, oh, if a community is formed online, there's no overarching rules, there's no overarching moderation, what have you.
No.
I wonder if I wonder if he's ever going to acknowledge that a lot of online communities are indeed self-regulating. Like they
totally
gatekeep,
fine.
I
they
don't think
control
this
things,
guy's
and
been
they're
on the
totally
internet
fine.
very long if he
I
thinks this.
I wonder if that's ever going to be acknowledged in this video at all. That like a lot of the
Because
communities are
back
very
in the
much
day,
self-regulating.
Back in early internet, fandoms were very much self-contained. They had their own internal rules and that sort of thing. They were very much self-moderated. But like, I guess the point he's maybe making is that now that the internet is way more mainstream and there's like so many more open spaces where fandoms can like, I guess,
Well,
spread.
there's only 3 open spaces. It's actually the opposite. The reason why fan bases were much more compartmentalized and could really and were much more able to self-regulate and keep people that really like the hobbies within those spaces is because
Yeah.
we had a lot more spaces online. You
Yeah,
had chat
'cause there
rooms,
was-
you had forums, you had so many other places where people could like seek out those specific places that catered to their interests and they could surround themselves with like-minded people. But now
Yeah.
because the internet is so massively centralized around like 4 social media websites, everyone is
Yes.
being crammed into the same room.
Everything's been
And so you no
commodified,
longer
exactly.
have those places, right? And everyone's fucking fighting each other. And that's why you have this blending and crossover. Everything seems like a fucking mess. Yeah.
It's like old
that-
internet was fewer people with way more spaces to conjure, but now there's way more people, and there's like 3 places. So everyone's just shouting at each other in like the same massive room, and it sucks.
Yeah, and so the established rules of self-regulation, right? The established rules of communities self-regulating don't work in massive open public spaces like Twitter or Reddit or what have you, because when everyone's being shoved into the same room, then they can just step all over the established ground rules and go, fuck it, I'm just not going to abide by these things, and this is what the community or the thing or whatever, this is what it is now, and you can just proclaim that and circumvent all the established expectations by the fans that were previously established, right? I wonder if any of that's going to be acknowledged in this video.
This guy sounds too young to know any of that.
Also
It's 40
the
minutes.
also
It's
the
got a lot of time.
That is true. Yeah, we don't want to write him off like this early.
We're only 3 minutes in, so we'll see.
That's why I'm asking. I wonder
also-
if any of it's going to be acknowledged.
I also hope that he mentions that a lot of these the broader communities trickle down to much smaller local communities, some of which are just perfectly
Also
fine
true.
and completely like unrelated to any of this.
Certain individuals of this group amass in one place to catastrophic effect. This has occurred repeatedly in history, but it seems that recently it has happened very frequently and very easily, which has left people unprepared. If you've been paying
good example.
attention to the images that have been flashing on screen, you can probably get
This is a
Zesty.
Why is this the German cover?
yeah. I was gonna say why is this? What? But also
French
Freundschaft ist Magie.
Freundschaft eats Magie.
Notice how it's in German. Is that German?
yes, it is.
It's
German.
not a soft G. It's
Mine,
a
Very
mine,
German.
mine's
German.
fucking,
Why?
what is the
Hitler.
German word for little?
Klein.
Fine.
Mein klein Pony. What's German for pony?
Pony. It's just
Pony.
pony.
Mein klein Pony.
I also like something else I'm noticing is like there's a lot of these ones that he's flashing on screen are all like have completely different circumstances for why they turned out bad. Like some like with Steven Universe, I would argue the messaging of the show is a large contributor to why the community is so toxic because the show itself
Are we allowed to talk about this?
about Steven Universe.
About like the show's messaging? Is that okay?
What I'm not talking about like any LGBTQ related stuff necessarily. I'm talking about like the show handles a lot of really like heavy,
morality.
yeah, overarching like.
I mean, even like
the
like the moral stuff in the show. I don't know if it's
Like-
kind of dangerous territory.
like the forgiveness of people who have genocided entire races on the basis.
That's
that-
also true. Fuck that shit.
Yeah,
I hate that.
like
I hate the show.
and not forgiveness in the way of hey, what you did is wrong and you should be persecuted for it. But I've come to terms with it, so I personally can forgive you. Not that, like you have been exonerated, like that like, just entirely.
Yeah, that
Everything's
honestly
chill.
horrible. That,
That's what I-
everything's
that's more what
totally
I-
fine now. You may have committed
He
mass
said
genocide
sorry,
and wiped out
guys. It's
millions.
like that
of people.
one image with Steven and Hitler. It's like he said he was
Yeah.
sorry, guys.
Awful show.
Yeah.
Awful show.
So like I'm
The
saying,
show
so,
is bad.
so like for the
objectively.
so like there's that one, right? And then there's Star Wars where people it's more of a split in the community between two sides of people, one of which who like the modern Disney stuff and some who don't. And then there's of course like, you know, gray area in between where people like different things. But that's very different from that. And then My Little Pony where there's not really any discourse on the quality of the show, at least not to my knowledge, not in the grand scale that I would be aware of.
It's mostly just like
it's
degenerates.
it's mostly just people
pretty
being
much.
really weird.
Degeneracy.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people wanting to fuck the horses.
Yeah, and that's like so all of the what
I
I'm saying
mean-
is all of these things have very different origin points for why they are the way they are. So it's just interesting to me that we're grouping them all together as like one
They're all
thing.
like some of these fandoms are bad in varying degrees for very different reasons. That you can't lump them all as like, oh, these fandoms are all bad and they're all bad for this one reason because internet. It's like no.
So like having both consumed Steven Universe and then being like educated on the history of My Little Pony and the things the fandom went through in its earlier years, I can tell that while they both have their problems, one is considerably more aggressive than the other,
Yeah, for sure.
and I think comparing them is not fair.
I agree.
And kind of putting
So
this
where was
blanket
like
statement is not fair.
Undertale in all of this?
No,
Unless it was gonna
maybe
show
we're
up.
not.
Yeah,
we
we're
might not be
fucking
done.
We haven't
Undertale
finished
fans
yet.
and
Like,
Delta
dude,
Root fans
Undertale
in
was
this.
fucking
haven't finished yet.
We
insufferable
haven't
back
finished
in
the
the
Yeah, we
slideshow.
might be
They
not
could
done.
there.
Yes, that I've been talking
Maybe
the
about
next slide. Okay, it's
communities that have
Pokemon.
gained.
Okay, this should just be
Pokemon?
Nintendo. This really should just be
Oh,
Nintendo.
yeah,
Yeah,
not
Nintendo
just
should all be.
Pokemon.
Nintendo should all be just like one.
the
Probably.
reputation of bad fandoms. They have these bad apples
Wow, we did not get Undertale.
Where was Undertale?
No
Oh,
Undertale.
We need Undertale in here right now.
who are unpleasant enough to repel newcomers,
Okay, he gave, like, 8
annoy
billion
current
examples,
fans, embarrass
alright.
fans,
Well, no, I'm not. We're not
Hold
saying
on,
it's like
hold on.
a. I'm not saying it's a flaw with
Hold
the
on,
video
hold on.
that he didn't put it there. I just say it's
Play
funny.
back. Play that last bit back.
gained the reputation of bad fandoms. They have these bad apples who are unpleasant enough to repel newcomers, annoy current fans, embarrass fans into enjoying content in secret, and occasionally garner the greater community a pretty undeserved reputation.
Yeah, that's
Sometimes
good
they
enough.
enter
What's funny
down-
is that that guy wasn't even a fan. He just did it as like a joke, just to make them.
Yeah,
look
he just
bad.
did it as a meme.
He did it.
Okay,
for
I'm
the love of the
glad.
game.
I'm very glad this guy said this. Where you have bad actors that repel new fans, annoy the established fans. I'm glad that both sides are
Yeah.
covered there.
Oh yeah, chat. Sorry, chat. Chat is right. Like, why didn't you put the UFR fandom in there? That's kind of fucked up.
Extreme news cycles, and this is the everyday person's first introduction to that community. It is my firm belief that a healthy community is responsible in its entirety for what it produces, and has a responsibility to earnestly attempt to maintain proper standards. There are many excuses I hear that ultimately boil down to foolishness, such as a lack of foresight or culture.
I'm gonna take a stance. By the way, I'm gonna take a stance. I think fandom at large is bad.
Like the wiki site?
That's
No, like
Fandom wiki.
no,
Elaborate, Lucid.
I'm saying
Expand.
as in the not as in me and Zesty. We are both fans of TF2, and we talk about it. I mean the idea that all fans of a thing are linked intrinsically by their liking of the one thing, and because of the internet,
I just like that
all
too.
of these people have access to each other and can now bond on the basis of their liking for that one thing. I think that idea breeds contempt and malice and infighting and is just bad. Because it's one thing to say, you know, me and Zesty, we bonded over initially me and Zesty met because we both talk about TF2. However, I met a lot of people who that was our initial bonding experience, and I don't talk to them anymore. Or they don't talk to me anymore. Why is that? Me and Zesty have a connection that goes beyond what we think about TF2. If fandom exists because a bunch of people all like each other on the basis of we all like this one thing and there's nothing else, which will inevitably lead to, once one part of the community realizes that another part of the community likes the thing for different reasons or has different whatever beliefs about whatever, they're going to start fighting each other. And then everyone who looks at that is going to go, wow, this shit sucks. Everything's awful. And I think it's just all bad. That's my perspective.
Yeah, I agree. This is why I dislike invoking the word community in reference to any fan base at large, because it kind of lumps everyone into the same crowd and carries the implication that everyone thinks the same way or they all back up this same idea, which is simply not true. So many different people take part in the hobby, but they're by no means similar in many different ways. So I hate when everyone's lumped into the same group, because you get what you just said. You get the inevitable fighting, people liking it for different reasons, etc., etc. It's a headache.
So to me, if you ask me, fandom is bad, period. It's just not a good thing. That's my perspective. There are varying degrees of how bad it is, often scaling with how big the thing is and also the nature of the thing itself. But to me, all of it's bad. I just want to feel like it's important that that's said, because this video is going to make a distinction, I think, between good fandom and bad fandom, whereas I'm of the opinion that's all shit.
Yeah, we're going to see what that is.
Community. It is my firm belief that a healthy community is responsible in its entirety for what it produces and has a responsibility to earnestly attempt to maintain proper standards. There are many excuses I hear that ultimately boil down to foolishness, such as a lack of foresight or cultural issues like tribalism. So how do we address this? The entry point is proper education. Whether teaching others or teaching the self, the starting point is proper education. Take a look at this chart. It's a matrix.
Is this a political compass, guys?
Sorry, I want to roll them back. Sorry.
The entry point is proper education. Whether teaching others or teaching the self, the starting point is proper education. Take a look at this chart.
That sentence is just redundant. Of course teaching starts with education.
You gotta learn the rules around these parts.
Whatever.
I'm assuming that's what this is implying. Like, you have to learn how people behave around here before you can, like, insert yourself into a fan base.
Well, no, I was just stuck on, he basically, the sentence before whatever he's about to say was just, the start of teaching anything is education, which is like, duh.
Yeah.
Like, yep, it sure is. But anyways, what the performance detail matrix? Let's hear it.
It's a matrix. I find the matrices help people avoid thinking in binaries, because when people can find at least one way that they're right and good, it's pretty common for them to strongly believe that this makes them immune to doing anything wrong or bad at the same time. This is a matrix I've made in the past for my day job. Actually, all the charts today are mock-up versions that use just a mix of PowerPoint icon assets and Photoshop. Some unsolicited.
So this is all.
He used
This is all.
PowerPoint. Who would have guessed?
This is all stuff. PowerPoint. This is all stuff he made, or he came up with, I guess.
Seems that way.
Working world
I'm assuming
advice.
that's what he
I
meant.
was authentically surprised how little the corporate world values skilled graphic designers, at least for internal matters.
You're telling me.
They claim they want new designs and new icons, but multiple places I've worked at went crazy over Office 365 clip art. Put gears, magnifying glasses, lightning bolts.
Hey, it's the Aperture Science logo.
This is leading up to an ad, isn't it?
Wait, is it?
I think so.
What?
Hey, it's the Aperture Science logo.
What? I didn't know it was clip art. What do you want from me? I didn't.
I
That-
mean,
that's
isn't
just
the
one to
logo
one.
like a
That's the
camera shutter?
one. Yeah, no, I get.
Dude,
that's
when
just
I
Snapchat.
said that you like love to make like random niche references, and you were like, nah.
Man, shut up.
Niche?
It's not that. Whatever. It's fuck you, man. I'm just. That was just my knee jerk reaction. Okay. This is. Look, maybe I do make. I will concede. Fine, you got me. I'll just concede this one. Because if Alan were paying attention, he would go, yeah, he does do this all the time, and he'd probably be right. So I'm just gonna give this one to
I'm
you.
paying attention.
Light bulb, smileys,
God.
frowns,
Such a
check marks, do
peculiar
not
thing
enter
to point
signs.
out.
equals
It is.
no.
What do you want from me?
Always
Why
make
the
the
fuck-
ideal green
Can I pause it? It is though. That's that's whatever.
and put leaves around it, even if it's not a plant. I promise you, some managers will think you are Pablo Picasso with a tablet for something so simple. At worst, you spend 30 seconds learning this. Oh, and use templates. Trust me, use templates.
Zesty, I don't think this is an ad.
That's relevant.
I don't think this is an
I
ad.
don't
I
think
think
it's an
he's just doing shit.
Okay. Well,
He's-
good. Yeah, it's
Who
good
knows
advice.
if we'll ever get back
Little
to that
tangent.
Matrix?
Oh yeah,
Not
what does this
relevant.
have to do with the?
I don't think this is an
That's
ad.
so
I think
correct.
that he's just throwing. I think
It's
he's
just a tangent.
This
He's
video
pulling
is
a
sponsored
UFR and
by.
tangenting.
Oh, he's about to
MS
make a
Paint.
joke about tangents.
It is not lazy to use templates. Anyway, at my job, I often created IT trainings for the
never mind.
staff, and many times higher ups would also have me
is
make
relevant?
psychology and
I'm
sociology
starting to understand
trainings
why
so
this is 40 minutes now.
Look, people in chat. A lot of people in chat said this video was very good. Okay, so I want to hear any dissension. We are a hive mind. We all believe one thing with no difficulty.
No nuance.
No.
that staff would be more effective.
And though, if we are actually being for real, cut this part out of your video as like advice. This isn't necessary at all. I don't
This
understand
is
why
2
this is
minutes
related.
that we don't need.
Unless just
One
an
of the-
overarching point here. Let's see.
Big issues is that our organization, like many corporate organizations, is full of dead-end pencil pusher type jobs. The majority of people in that job would look at an application that came in, transfer key data from the application into our digital records, and then move on to the next. It is necessary work, because how else are these archaic public systems going to get your data for the public programs you applied for?
How is this not a VPN ad?
It might be an ad.
No, there's.
I don't know.
This would be the
18
longest lead up to an
ad.
ad ever. There's no way this is an ad.
As it would turn out, even people working simpler jobs still require the ability to have an attention span longer than 6 seconds and have the ability to accurately follow an argument or discussion. The issue is that some people have been doing this dead-end job for 40 years, told over and over how important this work is, and it's part of our culture to enable the arrogance of people because of their identity, in this case, the elderly.
The stream crashed.
Huh? Did it?
No, you're fine.
This is a tangent in the
No,
video.
It's up.
Oh, okay. This is a tangent in the video. Just suffer through it. What the fuck? You can't just. What? You're one of the people who is like, this video is good. What are we doing here? Like, what? We can't just. We can't.
Why are we wasting our time with
This
this?
because like okay because
You should watch this at × 2 speed.
I we might have to.
Maybe
but,
1.5.
like if you're making a video and you're like no there's good stuff in here. You just have to get through 3 minutes. 3 minutes in a 40-minute video. That's a decent chunk of just nothing that we don't have to have that. Like we don't, you know?
With that arrogance comes a stubborn and easily provoked victim mindset. A common belief at that organization was that fast execution and high detail were opposites of a spectrum. Now, we know this is wrong because look at the Matrix. Someone who is highly detailed and performs at a high level is meticulous. A real-world example.
But you made that.
Yeah,
What?
Let him,
Huh?
let him finish.
Okay.
According to
well,
this
we're
chart,
I'm
I
curious
made.
to see what the point is here. I'm very
Okay.
curious.
All right.
Correct.
Okay.
40 years,
Let 'em
told
cook.
over and over how important this work is, and it's part of our culture to enable the arrogance of people because of their identity, in this case, the elderly. With that arrogance comes a stubborn and easily provoked victim mindset. A common belief at that organization was that fast execution and high detail were opposites of a spectrum. Now, we know this is wrong because look at the Matrix. Someone who is
We
highly
know.
detailed and performs at a high level is meticulous. A real-world example would be concert pianists and fencers, which are required to be precise and speedy at the top levels. So, in essence, the workplace's belief then collapses to high detail is automatically high performance, and high speed is automatically low detail and low performance.
Wait. Okay.
Okay.
Sounds
Wait.
like you have a toxic workplace, dude.
Well, no. Okay. Wait. I'm stuck. I'm
And
stuck
how
on.
Toxic
the
community.
workplace fandom
Toxic
was
workplace.
toxic.
Okay. I have multiple things that I take issue with. One. High detail and high. You can have both. However, saying you can have both. Look at this graph I made. It's like, okay, you made a diagram.
The point he's trying to make is even better explained with the classic triangle of like price to quality to speed.
Yeah, that's literally
Because
all
that's
it is.
basically
yeah.
what the point he's making is. But he put
Yeah,
it
it
into
is.
2 dimensions instead of 3 for some reason.
Also, like the idea that if you go faster, you are going to do a worse job it's correlative. It's not exact. It is not every single time you go quickly it will always be bad. That will never happen. That's not how this works. It is to say you are more likely to do worse if you speed through it than if you take your time, which is true for pretty much every artistic pursuit. Like nearly
To
every single
quote-
one.
To quote Two Step Violin, if you can play it slowly, you can play it quickly.
Yeah. And to use
What are you chuckling for?
No, because I know the reference.
I-
Some guy playing Flight of the Bumblebee
I
like
saw them
shit.
live like a couple weeks ago. It was great.
and then
Some dude was playing Flight of the Bumblebee really shit. He's like, if you can play it slow, you can play it fast.
Shit.
But no, and the funny thing is, because he's talking about this in relevance to his graphic design job, which is like a traditional artistic pursuit, and then says, oh, no, you can be fast and good. Look at fencers. Fencers are physically fast. That's way different than me being like, oh, I got to get this deadline done before my boss chews me out. Those are not the same skill. They're not even correlate. They're like completely different. They take out completely different parts of
Fast is
things.
Really, it means good.
Like, of course, obviously, fast equals good if you're running track, but it might not if you're like
If
a
you're
scribe.
De'Aaron Fox.
if you're running up and down the court doing cardio and missing every shot, yeah, no, it's great. But no, but
There's
like,
some things that just require time to do.
yeah, like
There's something that we have to wait. There's downtime that you can't rush, otherwise you'll fuck up the process.
video editing, even maybe. Like if you
Yeah,
speed
sometimes.
through it, it will probably end up worse, less detailed, and less precise.
Unless it's something you've like done 1,000 times to where a point you can do it like efficiently, like second nature.
Mhm.
Like sure, like it varies depending on who you are. Like some people are really good at drawing, like doing sketches really quickly, and some people take a long time to do sketches and get them right. And then you have people who take a long time to do shading and that sort of thing. And then there are some people who are really quick and efficient when they do the shading. It's like it varies from person to person, depending on their level of skill and like how much time they've sunken into it and where their skill set lies in their niche of like talent or skill.
And then there's the third big issue, which is where are we going? What are we doing?
Where are we going exactly?
What are we doing? Because
Yeah,
how does
this
this tie
isn't-
to the thesis?
this isn't UFR where we stopped a sentence in to a point. Like Franchise always yells at us, we stopped too soon. We got to let them make the point. This is we've been here for like 2 to 3 minutes of this video, and which
This is a wild tangent.
which is like at some point we got to go like, what are we even, you know?
What's the video
I
about?
feel like we should
How does this
pause
tie
in
to the
like
thesis?
5-minute intervals
What if we learned?
Because then we can get through the video.
Uh,
And then maybe he'll make a point about toxic communities.
maybe. At
How
some
they're
point.
meticulous and pedantic.
Also, what does
So-
this have to do with addressing issues?
Who knows? Maybe he'll get
My
to
tummy
it.
hurts.
They didn't perform because much of the staff was coping and believed that if they moved any faster, they would perform worse. They've basically collapsed meticulous people and pedantic people into one group of competent people, and collapsed reactive and incompetent people into one group of incompetent people. It's complete copium. We didn't even work at a job where if you complete work, you get more work. If applications run out, that's it. You can relax and wait for more to come in. There wasn't a risk of doing so well there are layoffs because public systems require monthly payments and constant reapplication. Ironically,
Surely you're not about to tell me that your office was like the My Hero Academia fandom, right?
I hope not. Let's get through it.
Job
Get through it.
fandom.
Get
there
through
were
it.
going
Get through
to be
it.
layoffs specifically because the numbers were low despite the high number of staff. This was genuinely just a skill issue. Any assumptions staff had made about me making mistakes, being arrogant, faking numbers, skipping hard applications, being disrespectful, being a hater, and any other delusion was all emotional copium as well. So the higher ups then looked at my numbers and figured if I could come in as a data entry temp and accurately process like 100 applications a day, then maybe I could teach their staff.
Look, I know you guys
I
hate.
don't care.
You know, I'm trying to. I just want to be real, because okay,
Just venting about your job in the middle of a video is not helping the overarching point you're trying to make about
I just-
toxic
'cause-
communities.
look,
Dude, we're here to learn about toxic fandoms, okay? We don't care about your work life.
because we're sitting here like, okay, we gotta get through it, right? But I don't want to just sit here and watch this guy's video without adding anything, because then I feel like a piece of shit, because I don't want to. I've literally throughout while I was working today, I was watching EFAP's coverage of fucking Hassan Piker, just like freebooting people's content. So like I don't want to be like I want to like add something. It's just that this is so irrelevant to the point being made that what are we doing? And it's gonna be all that to just say this is what Fortnite is like, and it's like, what are we? What the fuck
Didn't
are we
even
talking?
It's like-
Fortnite. See, just like Magic the Gathering's fan. Like, huh?
It's like how do we?
It's like, dude, it's like I'm watching a fucking documentary about walruses, and then somewhere in the middle of it, they just start like elaborating upon a recipe for cornbread. It's like, what? That's not what I'm here for.
This is like when
Yeah, but what if you want some cornbread?
what
I do want cornbread.
I mean, that's not
Can
good
you
if like you happen
imagine-
upon cornbread when you weren't looking for it. I mean, it's nice if you happen to want
We
it.
gotta get some cornbread, Lucid.
I do love cornbread. I do.
Can you
We
imagine
gotta-
if he somehow brings this back around?
I'm
There's
sure
some
he
sort
will.
of
It'd be insane.
connection.
It'd be like
It
a
would be insane if he
generational-
does.
It would be cinema, man. It would be cinema.
Generational like sequencing if he's able to turn this into something relevant.
Being completely candid with you, 70% of my speed came from just using keyboard shortcuts and changing my computer settings. I cranked up my mouse sensitivity, put on the option where your mouse automatically jumps to OK buttons,
Can we
and
watch
would
that
just
video
copy
instead?
and paste. That's literally it. So like I am showing you all, I showed this to the managers. I expressed the flaws in thinking that was happening and why it was easy for people to fall into
Did
a
you also show them this graph? I cannot. I'm sorry. I'm so fucking.
Did you also show them this? Here's why you're wrong.
I just like I can't. I get like proposing you like, okay, here's a graph I made. This is true. Believe this. It's fact. And it's just like not elaborating.
It's just a
Don't go
story
into
of how he
why.
got fired.
Just like, here, look at this graph I made. We're gonna pretend like this is true for the rest of the video.
Look at this graph.
And you're gonna believe it unquestionably. Like
Look
I
at
wa-
this graph.
like I
I've
imagine-
just found.
Like I imagine him walking into like a board meeting and be like, okay, so this workplace has some issues. If you'll consult the graph, and it's just like a chalkboard that just says you guys suck on the wall, and he's like, well, you see, I did write this, and as we all know, it's true. Like I just like what the fuck is it? Just
bad mindset with good intent. With better framing, we can better explain what standards our community, in this case workplace culture had and how we can have better participation. With this matrix, we agree that we
You
do
brought it
not
back.
want incompetent staff, clueless NPCs that do not perform. We do not want reactive people that sacrifice accuracy for performance because of the nature of private records and civic systems. We do not want people who think they are meticulous despite getting next to nothing done.
What? No, but no, wait, but that it's not about what people think. This graph is supposed to be what people are. This isn't about what people think they are. The bottom right one would be people who spend too long to make good shit. They're still making good shit, but they're taking too long. You can't even talk about your own graph right. Like,
Yeah.
you made it. You made the graph.
We want as many people
made the
as
sandwich.
possible to refine their work to have attention to detail and actually move forward. Luckily, the people higher in the office hierarchy were more receptive to teaching staff and improving the workplace. Employment and money on the line can truly incentivize more effort and more social skills. Like it or not, humans are strongly motivated by enjoyment and benefit. This is not a mistake. It is an evolutionary design, so we can work with it or against it, hopefully for positive impact. This matrix is the enjoyment
Oh
impact.
my
Oh my gosh!
Where are we going?
Dude, I love graphs. Look at this graph that I made.
I can't even read half of it. Hang on.
What
Nah,
the
we don't have
fuck?
to read this. I think he's just gonna go over it.
Alan, what do you think about this graph? Alan, you want to just have that argument about whether or not killing friendlies is a war crime or not instead? I feel like it'd be better than
No.
this. Okay, alright.
No.
Most of this video is fucking graphs.
Matrix.
I don't
Down
wanna
here
read
we
it.
have
He
how
can't cite
enjoyable
himself.
something is.
He
He
keeps
can't make 5 graphs and then keep citing himself every 5 minutes.
Look, he was a graphic designer,
That's
okay. Hey, by the way, if you're a graphic designer, send her your fucking text. The subtitle and the title and subtitle and negligence aren't centered. You might as well have thrown the whole thing away. It's not even important.
Matrix.
Indifference is
Down
also
here we
slightly
have
left.
how
It's
enjoyable
Oh, it is slightly to the left, right?
something is from active disdain to active enjoyment. Here on the side, we have how impactful
You couldn't even put it on a white background and like have it slide into frame so it actually looks like you did whatever.
something is, from helpful to harmful. There are neutral zones because sometimes impact and emotion are neutral. Most
Chad is upset. Sorry, I didn't even notice. Chad is upset. Chad is so mad.
About what?
Chad is so mad once they saw the graph. They all were like, "This is just shut it down. Is this a joke? The graph phantom is getting
feels like a joke.
toxic."
Who said this was a good video?
Several people in chat were like, "This video is good."
I can't even
lying.
pay
This
attention.
matrix
Like
helps
maybe my
challenge the
brain's just
emotional
fried, but this
biases
has
people
nothing to do with.
have. There are people who measure impact based entirely on emotion. People who think if it feels good, it is always good, and if it feels bad, it is always bad.
Yeah, we call those people children.
Yes.
No, they're spitting. They're spitting.
Bad.
I mean, yeah, I agree.
If it feels good, it's good. Heroin, amazing.
I love heroin.
We know
too.
this is real because there are genuinely grown men in their 30s and 40s who don't drink water, don't eat any veggies, and refuse to wipe. Some weird idea.
Who the fuck? Wait, what? I was with you on. I was with you on. I was with you on the first two. Who the fuck
Sure,
does
like
the
water
third
veggies,
one?
Sure.
Wait a minute. We went from 0 to 100
Who-
really fast here.
Chat,
Also,
can
those are
can we
missed
get some ones in
This feels
chat?
oddly specific.
Any anti-wipers in the chat? Can we get
Can we get a
some?
poll?
NT
What
Who
is
is
that?
an
Wipers.
anti-wiper? They don't exist.
Crazy.
Chat, type 1 if you let it crust.
Stop immediately. Oh my god. I never ever speak again for the rest of your entire life, please.
idea of masculinity they have, which is weird considering Popeye eats spinach and Mario eats mushrooms, and they are awesome guys. I know a person
Wait, but mushroom. Whatever.
who is
Mushrooms are
really
veggies.
intelligent, has been an accountant for years, may have the most well-rounded competence in their community. They're really kind, they're in government now, they're in their 60s, and so there's clearly many qualities that should make them amazing at being able to
This video feels like it
accurately
was
follow
made
an
by somebody
argument
in
and
HR.
respond.
What?
This video feels like it's been made by somebody in HR with all these like motivational posters.
H.
H,
with
what?
appropriate
Now, no, okay, whatever. That's
What?
You're just weird.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
Unfortunately,
What?
for whatever
Oh
reason,
my gosh, look, it's another
criticism,
Matrix.
no matter how valid or mild, can bring about a disproportionate emotional response. At this point, I know it's objectively not the way it was said.
Oh, is this? Who the fuck is this? Wait. Oh no.
One time it was as harmless as asking this person to preemptively move to make space for people trying to use the sidewalk. Hey guys, a lady with a stroller is coming. Let's make some space while we walk.
While we talk?
Zesty, you
This
messed up
is
one
such a
word.
complicated
talk.
image.
Word wrong.
It's definitely the fact anything was said at all, and I'm sure you all know people in your life like that too. They're not stupid or evil, they're just really sensitive. They may find
Oh, Alan.
Sensitive young man.
Alan, it's okay that you're sensitive. We still love you, okay?
Thank you.
Are we gonna see LinkedIn posts next? Oh my god. Dude, some of the shit you see on LinkedIn is insane. It's like there's so many people just trapped in 2002 with the crap they say and what they post.
that
Oh
people
my
stop
God.
talking to them, or if they do talk to them, the conversation is shallow and stripped of warmth. Another important point this may
Wait, but I thought you said the person was kind. Did I miss something? If the person's kind, how does the whatever? I'm sorry.
they may find that
None of this is relevant to the title of the video, so like I'm not even interested in really engaging with it.
Where are we
Okay,
going?
He's trying to make it relevant to the video, I think.
people stop
We're talking
to
about, like,
them, or if
community
they do talk to them,
expectations
the conversation
and how
is
people
What
shallow
does
behave.
it
and
have to
stripped
do
of
with
warmth.
Five Nights at Freddy's?
Another important point this matrix shows is that the good impact of something isn't lessened by the neutrality or lack of enjoyment a person has for the task.
I could see why
wait,
like
what?
this
Sorry.
part could have, like, when it comes to fandoms and stuff, I could maybe see how this part ties into that.
It's like it's like social
about,
psychology.
Like, enjoyment. It's yeah.
Yeah.
The first part about like efficiency or and like pedantic or whatever. That just like that was just an
Yeah.
unnecessary tangent. This at least I could maybe see how this ties
but-
back in.
But franchise, you're doing the thing, right? You're doing the video essay thing where you're doing the thing where he's given you the title of the video and a little bit of meat at the beginning. Then he doesn't do any work for the remainder of the video, and you are left drawing the conclusion. How does the one thing relate to the other thing? He didn't ever made that connection.
Maybe
You
if
have to
we
infer
press
half of
play,
it.
and we'll see.
Okay, all right. Maybe he'll get there.
Frequently like to push the idea, and selectively might I add, that a truly moral and mature person automatically enjoys doing good for the sake of doing good. Absolute nonsense, because that is unrealistically compressing every
Wait, what? Sorry.
Huh?
What? Hold on. Oh fuck! I went back way too far. My bad.
Dude, this
the
scene where
fact
they're in the
weighs at
suburb,
it
this
all.
is like
and I'm
this
sure
looks
you
like
all know
some
people
massive
in your
incident for the town.
It does. It looks like a
this is like
whodunit.
this is like the news of the week.
Or
Like
like
somebody
that.
with a stroller tried to walk down the sidewalk and couldn't because there were people standing there, and it was like in the news.
I just realized that there is
Scooter kids.
franchise. There's not a single minority in this picture.
That's what I said. This is the most Caucasian picture.
Oh, I didn't hear you. I was like, holy shit! There's like just white
Like,
people.
this
What the
Like
fuck?
this is like the worst incident to happen in months. Is somebody on the sidewalk?
There is not a single amount of melanin.
too. They're not stupid or evil, they're just really sensitive. They may find that people stop talking to them, or if they do talk to them, the conversation is shallow and stripped of warmth. Another important point this matrix shows is that the good impact of something isn't lessened by the neutrality or lack of enjoyment a person has for the task. We frequently like to push the idea, and selectively might I add, that a truly moral and mature person automatically enjoys doing good for the sake of doing good. Absolute nonsense, because
Okay. Do you guys think that a moral person does good for the sake of doing because it's the right thing to do?
Yes.
People just do it because of like self-interest.
But do you think that makes them like moral? If you only do
No,
good things
they
when it
don't have to
if you
enjoy it,
only
but they
do
do it
good
because
things
it's
when
the
it
right
benefits
thing.
you, if you only do good things when it benefits you, are you moral?
No.
No.
No, of
You
course
you
not.
appear
No,
moral, but
'cause,
you
like,
aren't.
Yeah.
Then, because like, what if there's something you got to do, but you don't do it because it's
There's
like,
usually
oh, it's in it for me.
selflessness rather than selfishness.
Like that's evil.
Yeah, I agree. He's saying that the idea that he just said, the idea that people do good, moral, upstanding people do good things because they are good is nonsense.
Well, I think
and they enjoy it. No,
maybe
it's because
he's talking
they
about it
enjoy
like
doing
in a
the good thing.
vacuum. That like, if you take one person, they do something good because they want to do, because it's the right thing to do, and then
wait,
another
wait, wait, wait,
person
wait, wait,
does
wait.
something good out of self-interest.
No,
Like
wait.
those
What
two
he,
actions.
what he mentioned, he was saying that the nonsense is that moral people only do it because they enjoy doing good things, which is like, no, a lot of morally good people do it even though they don't enjoy a thing, but they do it anyway because it's
Yeah,
good.
so many people do things that are necessary because they are the good thing to do, not because they want to be
because they
truly
enjoy
morally
it.
good. You're not expecting reciprocation. You're not expecting something given back to you by doing the good thing, even though it's not fun to do.
Okay,
right?
then
Let's
wait.
rewind it.
Yeah,
I
can
need
we
to
hear him? Because I think he
yeah.
said the opposite of what you guys think he said.
Enjoyment a person has for the task. We frequently like to push the idea, and selectively might I add, that a truly moral and mature person automatically enjoys doing good for the sake of doing good. Absolute nonsense.
Okay, so I guess the contention is that they don't necessarily enjoy it, right?
Yeah, I think
they do it anyway.
The thing he's calling nonsensical is the automatic part of it.
Yeah, the fact that they just enjoy it.
Like, some people collect garbage even though they don't enjoy it, but they do it anyway because they think it's the right thing to do. Like, they don't enjoy picking up garbage, but they do it because, like, I want to help out, even though I don't like collecting garbage. Like, oh yeah, I love just, like, collecting garbage from the side of the road. It's like, not everyone enjoys that, but some people do it because they think it's the right thing to do, but whether they actually enjoy the process or not is up for debate.
Okay.
You sounded
I
like
think
Pim when you said you enjoy picking up garbage.
I enjoy picking up garbage, Charlie, yay!
Because that is unrealistically compressing everything in this helpful row into enjoyment. This would be, at best, a naive person
Tic-tac-toe.
and at worst, a virtue signaler. If two people pay $1,000 in taxes, and the only difference is that person A actively enjoys the process of doing taxes and person B doesn't, the impact is equally as helpful. Neither of them evaded taxes. Neither of them have a
I mean, to the community.
It's like SpongeBob
Sure.
and Squidward. Like, what is this picture? Like, why is it just? Why did they put the stock footage watermark but have it backwards?
Yeah, I was gonna say, why is that backwards? It's really weird.
Paid 1,000. Why is his eyebrow so raised?
It's so raised. Like the Dreamworks
It is like the
face.
Dean Norris meme. I was gonna say,
Paid $1,000.
I mean, the
enjoys paperwork.
I mean, this one's kind of weird because the impact is equal tangibly on the community, but the impact on the person might be different. Like if someone enjoys doing taxes versus not, that probably says a lot about them and probably indicates stuff about them. It's really hard because the image is so silly, but like I'm trying to like actually gauge what he's saying. But yeah.
belief that they shouldn't pay taxes. They just feel emotionally different while doing it. We may find that if the tax system changed to automatically calculate and deduct taxes using the information the government already has on us, that person A and B shift emotions. Person A might be frustrated because they enjoyed filling out paperwork.
Wait, but why is the dislike paperwork guy happy now?
Because he doesn't have to.
Because now he doesn't have to do paperwork.
Oh, nice.
Has on us, that person A and B shift emotions. Person A might be frustrated because they enjoyed filling out paperwork, and person B is now neutral because they no longer have to
This
fill out
hypothetical's
all the
utter
tedious
nonsense,
forms.
by the way.
The impact
Yeah, I
What
don't.
does this have to do with fucking Undertale?
Dude, this is about the paperwork fan base.
Like I feel like this was like I feel like this was a clever way to slip in that it's a good thing when the governments automatically deduct taxes from your pay, and they should. And like some countries just do that. It's like I don't
We do
place that
that.
much in. I don't place that much faith in my government. Sorry.
I want to commit tax fraud.
Like the idea
Yeah.
that like this,
Like you don't know what my write-offs are. You don't know my business expenses. You don't know any of that shit. I don't
You
trust
do
you.
that
Fuck
during
you.
tax write-offs. You go online. You still have to do taxes, but it's mostly for like tax returns during the middle of the year.
I don't trust it.
I'm
Does this have to
really
do with
I'm sorry
Rick and
I'm really
Morty?
stuck in I'm really stuck on this as like a concept. I'm because like the level of good someone does might change depending on how much they enjoy the task. This is a bad example for that because it's a numerical amount of money being paid toward taxes. But two people who want, if I'm a YouTuber and I enjoy doing my job versus a YouTuber who hates being a YouTuber but does it for money reasons, if we both make the same amount of money, that doesn't really matter because the quality of the work is probably different. You know what I mean? Like, so this just seems like a really weird, like, very specific example. Also, also, I'm having a fun time reading Artur in chat because Artur went from "this is a great video, you guys are gonna love it" to this is a tangent, it gets better, to "oh gosh, this video is horrible," like all over the course of the
Arthur,
stream.
when does it get good, Arthur? When are we doing
Look,
to the
he
meat and
needed
potatoes?
us to tell him what to think.
I know he said that eventually Zesty will agree with it.
Still the same.
Oh, so
They
the video
both
is going to be good then. All right.
Yeah.
pay 1,000 in taxes, which is helpful. But as you can see, generally the things that are impactful tend to be more objective and remain in the same row. Generally, the things that are emotional can be subjective and may shift columns.
Oh, what? No.
So
Like,
okay, hold
wait,
on,
wait, wait,
hold on.
wait. No, because
What are your
emotion.
standards for these things?
An
Just my
emotion.
curiosity.
An emotional thing could be Zesty's dog died and I console him. That's an emotional decision, but it probably has universally positive impact.
Yeah.
Like regardless of it being emotional, it's not like
You can instantly the fact you can instantly find a single contradiction tears this whole thing apart.
yeah, like the that's not true at all. It's not that it's a matter of what's tangible that matters and is functional. Things that are emotional, that's all over the place. You can never judge it. That's not true at all. There are emotional things. Just if you have any emotional intelligence at all, you can like fix that and like
See,
be nice to people.
this is why I don't like this at all, because it's like getting into the minutia of what an individual views as like emotionally good or objectively good or subjectively bad. It's like we get into like really murky water here when you have someone like making these overarching generalizations of like, this is an objective good, and if it's something you're reacting with an emotion, well, no, it's all bad now. Like, I don't like any of this for that reason, because like I clearly whatever he is just like has decided is good, is objectively good or helpful, is not going to be the same thing that I think is objectively good or helpful.
Also, in the "it harms but I don't enjoy it" section, he has addiction, and I don't know if he's seen a person who's addicted to gambling, but they're having a great time typically.
Yeah.
Not like all the time, obviously, but it of course it's highs and lows. But I mean, like that's just
some
a weird
people
one
are
to put there.
addicted and they don't care, and there are some people who are addicted who want to quit, but they have a lot of hard time
'Cause, like,
quitting because of the addiction.
A lot of these examples are like they could be all over the place, and they could like vary in squares depending on the circumstances. So it's just interesting.
Yeah, for a guy who loves to have like a bunch of graphs in your video, you're not very good at making them.
Yeah.
Dude, do you know how many mentors and teachers hate their fucking job, but they do it?
Also, wait a second. It
pays the bills.
it doesn't help or harm, and I don't enjoy it. And one of the things listed is meetings and paperwork. Those help. Those are probably necessary for the thing to run, for the company to run. Waiting in line is necessary for you to get something. It helps. It isn't hard. It isn't neutral. It has a positive impact on something.
Yes.
So that what? Huh? That's just like a lot of the wait. Small inconveniences is the only one in that list that really qualifies, and that's probably only because it's really vague. All the other ones are things that like are like annoying, but you have to go through them because they're beneficial to society.
Yeah.
Like
Anyways.
how in that tax example I just gave, people can feel differently about filling out tax forms. The other examples that I put in here are based on what appears to be the common opinion. People usually like teaching.
So
Clearly some teachers
no, they
hate
don't.
it, but do it anyway. Due
There you
process
go.
and freedom of speech are important, and it doesn't...
But if it varies all the time, why even put them in? Why even put examples? Why bother? Shouldn't this be like a categorization for the person viewing the graph, more so than like the whatever you think it is?
Doesn't matter how much a bootlicker might despise them, the impact is positive. I don't get enjoyment out of bossing people around and telling them what to do, but it gets things done at all and properly.
I love
so it ends
gatekeeping.
I love murder.
up being a necessary burden. Many of the examples up here in the helpful tier sound like community bureaucracy, and yes, it is. A fan community doesn't really have the same formality to it as something like...
By the way, Alan would disagree with infrastructure and logistics being it helps, but I feel neutral about it. He fucking loves that shit. That's like his favorite thing.
Infrastructure's cool, yeah.
You'd be that'd be constructive fulfillment for you then.
Are there infrastructure haters in the chat?
Well, no, but this person's put that under like it helps and I feel neutral. You don't feel neutral. You love it. It's your favorite thing.
It's a good thing, you know. Helpful
I
things
like-
are usually good.
Inconsequential preferences. I feel like every preference has consequences.
Everything has a consequence.
With like whether or not it has like butterfly effect consequences, but like I think he just means like, oh,
like Life is
will I
Strange,
get will I get Dr. Pepper
Yo, so
or
true.
will I get Coca-Cola today? Like I think that's what he means. But
I think it's more impactful than he realizes.
I'll be grab a drink one sec. I'll be back.
I mentioned Dr. Pepper and this fucker leaves. Look at that.
Dr. Pepper's
employment
epic.
or government. This makes sense since employment and public infrastructure are more important for survival. However, when something is less formal and is more optional, we become lax and get shocked when negligence allows it to die. For example, how many times have
Oh
we...
my gosh, another one.
Oh God.
I look away from my monitor for 2 seconds. I look back. Disaster
Orange?
crisis timeline.
Also, just saying, like,
Why does it roll over back to orange?
I was just about to say, I would like to reiterate, this guy was spent the first like 5 minutes of this video talking about how he's a goated graphic designer. Graphic designers aren't appreciated. What the fuck am I looking
Not
at?
that deep, hater.
What? Every single time, like
This,
for real.
this is exactly what TF2 went through, having read all of this now. This is the same shit that TF2 went through. And we're currently in the far right side of the graph of orange, where that was forever ago. What we're dealing with right now is totally different. That's where we are now in TF2.
Zesty, I don't even know if that's real, because I think all 5 of these things are happening at once.
They are, actually.
I don't think this is a timeline. I think
Well,
this
no, no.
is the
So no,
state
no,
of
no, no.
things.
So like the top text is the current situation. So we are not in thing is all right. We're not okay.
No, I know.
We're well beyond the crisis and unresolved stage. We've been in the repetition phase for years, right? And so of course what we're dealing with right now is all of the text, underneath all of these things. Yes.
Every single time, like for real, for real.
That's what I was laughing at.
What did I miss?
Graphic design is my passion. That's what you missed.
Graphic design.
seen something
Oh.
starting to gain
That reminds
traction,
me.
and the absolutely inappropriate and harmful fans of it are unmanaged. When people specifically talk about the inappropriate members, people try to
Also, if things was all right, and no one would be calling Zesty pessimistic or paranoid, because
Yeah,
he wouldn't
if
have
thing
anything to
was all
talk
right, we
about.
wouldn't have any
He wouldn't have any thing to talk about. So I wouldn't even whatever. Like, you honestly might be pessimistic or paranoid if in like 2008 when the game was fine, you were sitting there like, no, they're gonna add 100 more maps and they're gonna have seasonal cases and the game isn't gonna work and the matchmaking's gonna be broken. Like, if someone would be like, bro, calm down. Like, shut up.
So like that's where TF2 was when Star jumped ship and Germa too. Like the Star saw the writing on the wall of what Valve was doing and how they were taking care of the game. And people were calling him a hater and being dramatic and paranoid and pessimistic. And then,
The traitor.
here we are, and a traitor. Oh, here we are. He was right.
Chad, I don't know what the name of the font is, but it's the Fortnite font.
It is
make
the
it about
Fortnite
the
font. Oh my God.
entire group and hating on something new. Then it grows, and once again, people say the thing growing is good, but you really need to deal with the troublesome members. And it's again dismissed because it's allegedly not going to be a problem or the community isn't big enough for it to be problematic.
Okay, listen, motherfucker. What usually happens is that the community is normally fine, and it's the other way around, where annoying people start inserting themselves into the community or the hobby, and the people that are already there have to deal with them, but then they're bullied out by the people trying to come in. You have this backwards. Sorry, you have this ass backwards. It's not like you can't have the quote-unquote problematic people within the community already, like as like a side effect of the community existing. Normally, communities tend to be a lot more insular, and everyone's kind of already in agreement with what's what and how people compose themselves and how people behave, right?
Yeah,
But then the problems arise when people that don't agree or don't vibe with those standards see the thing and go, "Oh, I like the thing, but I don't want to abide by these standards that have already been established by this community, but I still want to insert myself in this." And then if you get enough of those people, they force the established community out. That's the proper cycle. Not how you have described here, where they like the bad people just kind of like sprout out of the ground like plants. Like, oh, they're just here. They are. They're here for no reason. It's like
He pictures community discourse as like Plants versus Zombies. Like it's
yes.
like the waves of it's honestly it's you in at least in TF2 it's a generational difference largely. But in other communities it's a it's a ideological difference. In the case of like Avatar: The Last Airbender or Star Wars. Or in like TF2's case, it's also fostered by the overarching power of that runs the community. Valve. That's like that's also like a Star Wars thing, or that other one, Steven Universe. So it's like it's more complicated, I think, than just this.
Then the thing blows up and immediately everything goes wrong. People keep saying no one could have foreseen this, and the rules and regulations that ought to have been there from the start get hastily slapped on. At this point, a community has likely lost new and current fans, and the troublesome members may have already moved on to poison the next thing. How many times has this happened? How many of those communities still exist?
I don't think this happened in like Overwatch.
No, this doesn't happen. Really, it doesn't.
Not really like this.
It's weird. It's so weird how this guy's trying to paint this, where it's like you have this toxic cloud of like parasitic people that move from community to community, and like they have to be weeded out and then forced out, and then they'll go find some other place to shit up. No, it's usually again what I just described as the opposite, where you have the established community of people that fit in with you. There's the picture. Thank you, Jaunty. You posted it. Like the people that already fit in, right, with their own group, and they have the space for themselves, and then a whole bunch of people that don't fit in force themselves in there, and then force the people that were there out. And then it enshitifies the community, it enshitifies it, and then all these people disperse to the next thing they probably didn't care about that much in the first place. This
graph is just franchise's arc throughout all of UFR. Every time of the UFR episode, he starts off in the green, he ends up in the other orange by the end of it. This is This is you. This is like, oh, the thing is all right was the first 2 minutes where you're like, guys, calm down. He hasn't made a point yet, and then like we're in middle red or something right now.
No. That's just not true. That's just not true at all.
Oh, this isn't the time, is it?
This is just not true at all.
Right.
This is cap.
I don't think this is cap.
You can think of a few right now. I'm tired of all that. Everything is like this. Working, driving, family, friends, politics, culture.
What? Driving?
What?
Who driving? Driving?
He's just saying words.
Driving? What the fuck? Yo, the driving fandom's going crazy right now. Hold on,
rewind.
I need to hear what he hit.
To have been there from the start get hastily slapped on. At this point, a community has likely lost new and current fans, and the troublesome members may have already moved on to poison the next thing. How many times has this happened? How many of those communities still exist? I bet you can think of a few right now. I'm tired of all that. Everything is like this.
I hate this so much because
I
really hate this so much because he's painting this thing that doesn't really happen. It's like, oh, these communities get ripped asunder by these bad actors that were just there, and then they move on. No. It's the opposite of what I just described. It's so annoying. I hate this shit.
Zesty, are you like trying to use big words?
I use asunder all the time.
Asunder.
Yeah,
that's good.
Is that another Victorian word that we missed in the graph?
And then he says, how many of these communities still exist? That's the only part that's correct. Is like, okay, once you have the massive enshittification of a fandom, it usually kind of remains, but in a very a husk-like state where it's like petrified and mummified. It's a shell of its former self, and it just sucks to interact with. It's not fun anymore. It's all the joy's been sucked out because all the people that were there and truly fans of the hobby or franchise or whatever, they're all gone. So all the passion is gone. And so what's left over are the people that just don't really care what happens with the thing in the first place. I hate this. And then it's annoying because like those are the ones that stay. The people that don't care and enshittified the thing, those are the ones that stay. They don't like move on to the next thing unless there's absolutely nothing left, and then they migrate to the next thing. It's like a virus.
working, driving, family, friends, politics, culture, hobbies, media. The prevailing advice is
If you try to improve
Alright, we got-
systems,
okay.
stop trying to change.
I'm sorry. This guy said he's like.
Are you
a
entering? Are you entering?
designer.
Are you entering orange territory or?
What is
If you're boiling down family interactions to this,
Yo,
how are
wait.
you boiling down
Wait,
family familial interactions to this?
wait. I have to point something out. I think he AI upscaled the image on the left, the Zac Efron image, because he looks like he has 4 fingers on his left hand.
You can barely make out the outline of the
This
fifth
looks
finger.
No, but the AI merged it with the other fingers, so it's
Yeah,
not there
yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
He has 4
looks
fingers
like-
on his left
Yet it still
hand.
has like the white residue because you didn't
Super
know how to
wide.
use a transparent image.
Why does it look like Zac Efron is saying no to drugs and alcohol? like, like I wouldn't care if it wasn't for the fact that he went on a big tangent about how he's like a pro graphic designer.
And then we get this.
If you try to improve systems, quote, stop trying to change people. If you improve independently, you can't do everything alone. If you critique community, then leave and find better people. If you detach, humans need community. Huh?
Why is Zac Efron
Yeah, sure.
here? I'm so confused.
I guess, like, but this is
It's a
more of like an
meme format.
interpersonal one-on-one kind of response. But like only from but you're saying this is like the community response, whereas like if I mean Zesty might be different. If fucking Jaunty was like, I'm leaving the TF2 community. I'm gonna tweet I'm leaving the TF2 community. No offense, Jaunty, I don't think anyone would be like, humans need community. Maybe you should think about
They'd be
that.
like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
That's what that
Usually-
they'd be like,
Didn't you make that one fat person animation?
Like usually what happens when people leave is that no one cares. Like no one really notices or cares when
Unless
people
you're
leave.
a big figure like who has some like pull, like community pull, no one
Yeah,
cares.
so they'll care, but only in a negative way, like we saw with TF2. It's like, oh, this person's leaving. Oh, you're abandoning us. How dare you? Like, how could you do this to us? You betrayed us. That's how a lot of people react. Not like in a positive way of like trying to get them to stay. Like, oh, humans need community. You have to stay. Like, no one does that. I don't think I've ever seen that once.
At least in the fandoms I'm in, most people are like, oh, somebody just left the fandom for a bit. It's like, oh, I miss that guy. I hope he comes back. It's usually a lot more nice. It's like, oh, I miss that guy.
that
it's like,
you're
oh,
going to the
But no one tries to get them to stay. Not like in a nice way.
No.
wrong place.
I forgot to post this the Discord for people who wanted to join the fucking contest, by the way. It's there. That's where you do it. Go there.
Places. You
Join the
just haven't
consider
found the
fandom.
right people, and you're the problem. You can only run away and change yourself so much because no one is an island. Ignoring problems doesn't.
But no, but you can't apply this to like fandom. Who the fuck like I'm fucking leaving the Sonic the Hedgehog fan base, okay? And then everyone's like, "No, please!" Like, no, that never doesn't happen. They're like, "Okay, be fans of something else."
See ya.
Like,
Wasn't there recently like a tweet of a guy saying, oh, I can't support this creator anymore. I'm leaving the fandom. Everyone's like, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you?
like
Random kid.
you can only detach for so long. You'll come back to the Sonic the Hedgehog fan base. Know where your roots are.
make them go away. Kills the host and allows the sickness to
What? Wait, what?
the right people, and you're the problem. You can only run away and change yourself so much because no one is an island. Ignoring problems doesn't make them go away. Ignoring a sickness just kills the host and allows the sickness to find new hosts. There comes a point where you have to stand up and do what's practical. As you try to find and create value, as you grow and
Depends.
try to become worthy of value, there will always be people following who feel entitled to or are simply not aware that they haven't earned it yet. I've just
What? Hold on, I need to roll
mean,
him back. Sorry,
Listen,
I
the
need to
point
hear.
is like, oh, if you ignore it, it's not gonna go away. Well, sometimes it does.
Hold,
Some people just want to do stuff for attention, and if you ignore and don't give them what they want, they just fuck off.
I need to hear what he said again. 'cause I don't
No, it
understand.
doesn't sound like he's pro gatekeeping. It sounds like he's pro weeding out people he doesn't like. That's what this sounds like to me. It's removing the quote
Is that
unquote
not the thing with
problematic people.
gatekeeping?
No. That's not the same as gatekeeping. Gatekeeping is preventing people you don't want from entering. This is weeding out people that they find problematic and getting rid of them. Right? That's the opposite. Actually, it's like picking people out and getting them out.
Hold on, I need to hear what he said again. Also, that's very funny, Artie.
That's the vibe I'm getting here.
As you grow and try to become worthy of value, there will always be people following who feel entitled to or are simply not aware that they haven't earned it yet. I've decided to take charge of my space.
So as you grow, you become a better person. You're like leveling up. There are other people who see that and they think they're entitled to what you have, and so they'll try to stop you, I think. Is that just envy? That's just jealousy? Just describing, like, jealousy? I once again, Undertale?
And encourage others to do the same. Yes, of course, I have a matrix for that.
What the fuck?
Oh my god!
He's self-aware.
Turn it off. 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 Turn it off.
Great communities are not accidental. They are built, maintained, and defended.
All right, let's see this. Decay.
That's true. Great communities are
Weak
not accidental.
standards
They are
and
built,
low
they are maintained, and
participation.
they are defended. That's true.
Erratic. High energy and involvement, but weak and inconsistent standards. Complacent. Strong standards, but most members are passive. Is that really complacent? I feel like complacent would be...
No.
Like,
feels like
erratic
TF2.
should be complacent, and then complacent should be, like, dead.
Decaying.
Yeah, decaying.
Aha. Found it.
And then decaying
found
should
it.
just be hell. Like,
What'd you
I
find?
found it right there. Flourishing. Toxic behavior is addressed and removed. Who gets to decide what toxic behavior is, and who gets to address it, and then who dictates what should and should not be removed? There it is right there. I knew this is some bullshit. It's about weeding out the people that you personally dislike that also share the same hobbies as you. That's where this is going.
the video's called Toxic Communities.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
but the
where this is
idea.
going.
Wait. But weeding out. But weeding out the people who you personally think are bad is not how to foster a good community. That's the opposite.
Also,
Yeah, and so
what's the
being
measure of toxicity? There's no objective measure of toxicity.
Maybe
Exactly. What's the metric, right? Like, if we take TF2 for example, you have a contingent of people that view me as this horribly toxic person that should be removed from the community, while at the same time you have a lot of people that view me as a necessary voice that's being critical of the direction the game is going. So, like, who gets to decide? Who makes the ultimate decision, like whether I go or stay? Who determines these things, right? It's like there's no literal written rule set of like what is the good behavior, what is the toxic behavior. Like, if you break these rules, you're gone. Like, it's not black and white. It's not how this shit works.
Like,
I feel like there are examples, like if you dox somebody.
Well, that's
I
the
feel
most
like
extreme.
No, well, yeah.
There
Well,
are the
extreme
extreme
examples, but,
ends
If
of
you
these
commit a
things,
literal
obviously.
crime, I guess.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I mean, like, because he's saying like, don't, like, okay, because it's more of a when you, because toxic is a very loose term for doxing. Most people would say doxing is many other things before toxic. Toxic usually describes rude or
abrasive,
or loose, even.
confrontational.
You know,
Yeah.
people have described
Argumentative.
UFR as toxic.
Has he defined toxic in the video yet?
No.
Or is
Probably
he just like, okay, so then let's see if he does, and then
You just wanted me to hit play. That's all you want.
yeah, that's what I
What's
want
this
you to
video
do.
kind of, yeah.
I think we should weed. Well, I think you're a toxic. I think you're a dissocial element in the stream. We should weed you out. Look at you, dude.
You should be.
Yeah. Why do you say that, Lucid?
That whoa! I don't put that on me.
There
Okay,
you
that's
are.
not what I said. You're supposed to put that on Zesty, not me. What the fuck?
Yeah, but you foster the community.
You're
You
going
see
off
that? You
script.
foster-
No, I
you
was gonna-
foster the
Becomes the host,
toxicity.
he's gonna make sure you don't come back on.
I was gonna mention that actually. I kind of like pride myself in not to like suck my own dick, but I kind of pride myself in being like really loose with what I allow. I only like ban people from my Discord when they're like actively harmful. I will let people like talk bad about me, say like make character assessments about me in my own Discord, and I just let them be there because I think it's worse It's better to let them be countered by other people in the community who have a differing opinion, and then have them have that discussion, than it is for me as the arbiter of what happens to just say no and then throw them to the wayside. Whereas this person's like, no, that's toxic. It has to go. We have to weed out the dissocial elements in our. It's just I feel like it's the opposite of what
I
he's
think what's
going
funny.
for.
You know what's funny? I get none of that in mine. I get none. No one comes into my Discord to like talk shit or be critical of my person, and I find that fascinating because you'd think like I'd be way more open to that, and I get literally none. I only ever get it on like larger public social media platforms.
Well, I mean, yeah,
like
but
Twitter and Reddit and shit.
But you have your Discord is Patreon only, anyways.
It is paywalled, but you would think with the amount of animosity that I receive, someone would like bite the bullet, drop the $5, and then come in and try to start shit. That's happened.
No, because
all
they
the years
know
I've been
that they'll
doing
get
this,
torn
that's
to
happened
shit.
like
They know
3
that.
times.
Yeah, but I think that it would be that's like the most haters aren't willing to put their money down.
Here's the thing too. Even in my public Discord, that is not paywalled, where I open up the floor for anyone to come talk to me on my streams or even in like the text chats, practically no one does that either. I find that so fascinating. Like I never get the haters
Everyone in there
like
is a fan.
doing
They'll
this.
get torn to shit
It's
if they go in there.
really,
There's no
but that's the thing too. Like Lucid's Discord's primarily his fans, and yet he still has people that come in and do the character assessment thing, right? And he doesn't ban them. I wouldn't do it either. But like, I just find it strange. I do. I don't know why that is. Maybe I guess they're afraid of getting ripped to shreds because they think the people that follow me are gonna like show up at their house and like pour hot mayonnaise in their mouth.
That would be my guess. Hot mayonnaise sounds like slang for something.
Semen!
This is a matrix that tries to cover the concept of community as broadly as possible. The goal is that it can be applied to any kind of community formed between people, from as tiny as a friend group or immediate family to an entire country. The health of a group is the sum of
weed
its
out a
parts,
toxic
and if the
family
majority
member?
is outside of the threshold of good
I
enough...
really don't think you can compare your family to like a fan base in terms of applying quote unquote community rules. A family is not the same as community. It's
My wife
very
has a
different
fan
things. I don't like that at all.
Marcel says she's my #1 fan, so maybe you should check your check yourself.
Listen, that's different.
It is different. I'm joking, of course, but yeah, no, I agree. Because like with a family member, you can probably talk to them on a one-on-one level, whereas in a community, if there's like a contingent of people who hold some degenerative belief about the I don't know, whatever the subject is, something that's actively harming the community, you can't just go talk to them, like all of them, universally. That's not going to work.
Probably. No, you
probably.
can't.
Zesty's tried.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
You're going to have a bad time. My channel here is a small channel, currently only around 5,000 subscribers. However, more than 5,000 people are watching or have seen the videos and commented and interacted with each other. As this channel continues to grow, and as the content expands and deepens...
I just realized that his name is Chamomile Tea, but like as a name.
Yes.
There's a character in Ace Attorney Investigations 1 named Cammy Meal.
Oh, that's probably what it's a reference to then.
There may come a point
shoved a
where the
guy
channel
off
gets
of-
spikes in relevance. Whatever comes of it,
She shoved
good
a
or
guy
bad,
off,
is
like,
going to be
the
part
Wait,
of
you
my
have
responsibility.
you have your wait.
Yelling.
You have your videos scheduled 4 videos in advance? That's crazy.
This dedication, man.
I could never.
Can't wait to see more graphs and matrices. Oh, matrices, sorry.
That the thumbnail for each one is just a different graph.
Get spikes in relevance. Whatever comes of it, good or bad, is going to be part of my responsibility. It would be foolish of me to wait to see if I get popular or blow up, to then start creating a system of rules and expectations for how people should act. Those dinky little pop-ups YouTube has for first-time commenters that say things like, don't be a jerk and be respectful, are not enough. I'm going to keep making it candid and clear that I expect proper behavior on this channel, even though it's not a channel that covers serious things like
Yeah, I don't.
Oh buddy. Oh, do I have bad news for you?
I don't.
You're gonna have a great time when you get bigger. You think you can police the people that watch you? You think you can police how they behave in your circles? Good fucking luck. Maybe inside of a small Discord group that is heavily moderated, you can keep people around you that you want to have around you. But as you grow, oh buddy, you have to learn to stop giving a fuck about what people are saying and how they're acting, because you have very, very little control over it. Good luck.
Surny, what's the worst thing someone has said about you, either in like YouTube comments or whatever?
I remember, because like I used to help run the Blaperture charity streams, right?
Yeah.
And I remember vividly, I don't know which one, I think this was around when we did the one in, want to say like maybe 2022, maybe it was 2019, I don't remember. But once we announced it, there was one guy on the TF2 subreddit convinced, just saying that as if he knew it, that we were pocketing all the money and none of it was actually going to charity.
That's insane.
He had absolutely no proof to back this up whatsoever. He just said like, yeah, no, they're pocketing all the money. Why would they have like a custom website? Why do you need to log in with your Steam account to like track your donation? If they should just link directly to the charity. Even though when you donated, literally it said the charity's PayPal was right there. Like you saw it. You could verify that you were donating to the charity directly.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, he just had a feeling, I guess. He just felt like, yeah, that's what was happening. That's like one of the closest things to that, I guess, with something that I've been personally involved in. I've never had like a personal character assassination of that variety, mostly because I've steered away from making public statements about anything, usually.
It's just anything at all.
Pretty advisable. It's a very easy way to avoid having people... Because like if there's a topic that is controversial... and you have nothing to add, why would you talk about it, right?
Oh yeah, of course. Right.
Engagement. I need to have my say, guys. I need to be involved. Okay.
Franchise. What's the worst thing someone has said about you?
Oh, someone thought I was AI.
That's the worst thing?
It like really made me sad.
Oh, I'm sorry. Some people think I'm AI too. It's fine.
Yeah. The thing is, I like show my face in my videos.
I guess.
Like a lot.
People don't think like me as a person. They think that my scripts are AI generated, which is almost worse. Because like
no, they thought I was AI.
That's that's rough.
Which honestly, that's more of like an indictment of their intelligence.
Yeah, true.
But it was still kind of funny.
Jaunty, do you have a story of what's the worst thing someone said about you?
People think
on
I should
YouTube.
have been expelled from my college because of that animation I did.
That's
crazy.
That's about right.
And some guy like made like a vague threat like I will fucking kill you if you show that in class. I know what school you go to. It's like the fact that you called it a school makes me think you're full of shit. Like
Or a child.
Fucking child, yeah.
Oh my god, what's wrong with calling a college a school?
That's just an accurate assessment.
Yeah.
Zesty, I know you have like a million stories, but like you want to pick one.
I think the worst one is that there's a very large volume of people that genuinely believe I'm a pedophile. People have said
that's rough.
Like with like utmost confidence that I should be put in prison because I've like hurt children.
Yep, that's gonna be worse than anything I have to say.
Yeah, that's probably the worst one. Like people genuinely believe that.
Alan, do you have anything you want to add?
I think we killed him.
All right. My answer to this question would be I gotta say a few things, but people attempted to dox me as a result of my recent web phishing video.
Which is insane.
Which is fucking crazy. But that's the worst thing. That's not really something that's been said about me, but that's the worst thing that's like happened to me as a result of YouTube stuff. But that was only really a scare for like 24 hours. So that was, but it was a-okay. It all worked out. Also, like, just being like people made a lot of assessments about my character and shit because of UFR, which I think is and a variety of things, just talking about how I'm dishonest and I'm like a liar and nothing I say is real and I don't actually care about anything. You know, the grifter meme has been alive and well. That's not really gone anywhere, but you know, that's all the worst things. I've also been called AI, as I mentioned, but yeah. So yeah, good luck to this guy. I'm sure he's
good luck, man.
Good luck.
You could impose these standards all you want and say you can say with as much gusto as you desire that I don't want mean people here. I want only nice people. I will not tolerate bad actors. Good luck.
And once people realize that you're the kind of person who's like gonna ban someone for like a mean word or two, they'll target you even further.
Yeah, you're gonna get targeted hard.
Yep.
The more you lean into this, like I found that the more you lean into like over policing who can engage with you and who can engage with your content, you're gonna get even more people trying to rile you up.
Yep.
And be respectful are not enough. I'm going to keep making it candid and clear that I expect proper behavior on this channel, even though it's not a channel that covers serious things like news or politics. I've looked at my demographics. You overwhelmingly identify as male, and reportedly are old enough for us to be having this conversation. You're big boys. Very big boys.
Why would the fact that they're men have anything to do with how reasonable or articulate they are? That's an interesting perspective to have.
We know women are unreasonable creatures. We know they can't fucking compose themselves. Come on, Lucid, get with the program here.
I just think
you know, put that out of context.
Women, oh my god.
Interesting misogyny angle here from this guy.
Yeah, it's just a strange.
Zesty, I can't believe you would say such an awful thing.
It was just
sarcasm.
That was just a really strange thing that he pointed out.
Yeah, it was.
That was just a random thing you would say, Zesty.
Most of you are men, so we know you can compose yourselves. Most of you are women.
You guys, yeah. If you were women, I'd be like, "Whoa, dude! I don't even know how I'm gonna wrangle these. I'm gonna corral this community together. Just can't do it.
No kills allowed.
Like, what the fuck?
Graphics may shift, but if I can see that you're an adult acting improperly, I'm going to have to deal with it. I'm going to do what it takes to maintain a flourishing community in.
I'm sorry, I can't help but chuckle a little bit. If you, I'm gonna ban you. I feel bad laughing at the guy. I do, because he's gonna have a come to Jesus moment as he continues to grow, when he realizes that you're just not gonna be able to, like, the more you try to police, the worse it's gonna get, and it's gonna get to a point where no one's gonna be able to comment on your videos because you censor so many things. It's just good luck. I honestly, and I mean that with most sincerity, buddy. Good luck. I hope your channel grows. I hope you do well. You clearly have talent for like having like, deeper thought processes, making these graphs and whatnot, trying to like explain your viewpoints on things with these graphics and whatnot. You have a bright future here on YouTube. It's a very interesting angle with your graphics and whatnot, but you have got to divorce yourself from policing how people behave on your channel. Otherwise, it's gonna get so much worse. Do the minimum, obviously, to keep your comment section from like having spam and spam links and porno bots and whatnot. But if you really try to do anything beyond that, you might, and people are saying it in chat, you might end up being a lolcow. People are going to focus on that, and they're going to try to rally you up and get shit out of you. It's gonna happen. Speaking from experience, it's going to happen.
Yep. Good luck.
You're a lolcow?
They tried to make me one, but you can't force a lolcow.
Yeah, especially if you're Zesty and you like Zesty's a little bit in on the meme.
I am now. I lean into it sometimes.
Yeah. He might have been a lolcow like 4 years ago. Maybe a little bit.
Yeah,
just a tad.
To be fair, 4 years ago I was literally driving myself insane through isolation in my shitty apartment. So I'm way better now.
I thought you were gonna say you were driving yourself to work.
I was.
That's also good.
Whatever I do and wherever I go. In this case, the YouTube channel. People participating with strong standards, proper responsibility, accountability, and good faith will be rewarded the privilege of continuing to participate and receiving content. People who are contributing to an
That's a little cringe. Not gonna lie.
It is a little bit. I'm sorry.
You're privileged to participate in my fandom by being respectful and not toxic.
Chat, no one say anything mean about anyone on the panel, or else I will ban you. I will immediately time you out.
I give everyone one free pass at me. Anything beyond one, we ban you and nuke you from orbit.
Yes, only flourishing community members allowed. Nothing else. We will not have any decaying community members, okay?
Environment will
Only
be
me. You
urged
can
to
only be mean
reflect
to
on
me.
their participation and passion and make sure that it remains grounded with proper standards and is productive or at least harmless. People who are contributing to complacency aren't necessarily required to participate, as it is optional, but don't be surprised if you
Guess what? That's going to be like 95% of people that watch you.
Zesty, I want to hear what he has to say. Sorry, hold on. Don't be surprised if you what?
aren't necessarily required to participate, as it is optional, but don't be surprised if you are overlooked or things worsen around you due to passivity. Lastly, people who are...
What?
Well, guess what? It's going to be most people that interact with your channel. Most people that watch you are going to be in your quote-unquote complacent crowd that don't have one strong opinion one way or the other and just kind of watch you purely for entertainment. The ones that you're going to like deem as being part of your quote-unquote flourishing community, that's probably less than 0.5%, probably even less than 0.5% of your overall audience. That's going to be watching you for you and wants to be around you and engage and support each other and bring each other up, that kind of thing.
Yo.
Most people are going to be falling into that yellow category.
Yo, you guys remember that Twitch streamer from like a few years ago now, where she was like yelling at her chat about why they weren't sub because $5 is $5, and like if you work, you should if you don't have $5 to spare, you shouldn't even be watching Twitch. Yeah, this has that energy. It's like you're just being complacent, and don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if things worsen around you as a result of your complacency. Okay. Chat, don't.
And that's just how a lot of people operate, man. A lot of people operate with the air of I don't care how this thing goes in one way or the other. That's how most people consume media, is they just don't really care about what they're consuming, especially now in present time.
If I don't see incessant emote spam right now, then don't be surprised if the Chad, if I don't see incest right now, it's gonna go crazy. Don't be surprised if the chat begins to smell and become dingy if I don't see incest right now.
Oh my god.
Someone immediately timed out by Nightbot. Nightbot is not allowing the emote spam.
Oh shit. Anyways.
Turn it off.
Deeply misguided and have terrible standards are likely going to be pushed out. There's being a little misguided and needing some guidance, and then there's having deep character flaws that are beyond what I can do for you. There are going to...
Ew. Why did you say that? What a weird thing to... That's a weird thing to say, dude. That's
Wait, what did he say?
There was one thing about being a little misguided, and then there's another thing about having character flaws that I just can't do anything for you. It's just like, what the fuck? That's really, that's harsh.
You try to be like a therapist? Like
that's really like I don't like this. It gives me bad vibes.
It's kind of gross.
It's kind of a weird thing.
I look up at my monitor and I see, what does a social worker do?
Yo,
like bro thinks his content is like significant in that manner.
He's a therapist.
Again, this guy feels like a HR guy.
Listen, I will say, I am 100% pro gatekeeping. If there is a certain air that you want to maintain around your community, I believe it's fully within your power to do this. I wish you the best of luck. But if you approach it from this angle of kind of being, you're kind of asking for it by painting the people that you don't want to be in your community as like, well, I just do these character flaws. I can't do anything for you. Like I just can't help you. You're really opening yourself up for some targeting. You have to, especially as you grow, you got to be so careful. This is just advice. You have to be super careful to not like lean into that shit or like feed, because the tale as old as the internet. Don't feed the trolls.
Also,
don't do that.
Just throwing it out there, everything that you're looking at on screen is AI, except for the text. The image is AI, and all of the icons are AI. You can tell because
it looks very AI.
You can tell because the glasses icon is the stem of the glasses is going like behind it, and the teach clients new skills icon is a 1 with 2 pluses, all of which looking like completely different thicknesses from one another. Font. It kind of does.
Also, yeah, the grid is not like perfectly.
Yeah, and the
keyboard keys too. You notice the space bar and the key above it are connected for some reason.
And then
Are you sure it's just an artist just being lazy and not drawing it accurately?
You know, maybe they're
I
they're in
don't
that
think
bottom
it's AI.
they're in the bottom left-hand corner of that other graph that he put, where they're bad at the job or whatever.
I don't think this is AI.
I think it's AI personally.
I
I don't know why else would
I
you.
don't
Why would you give the
disagree.
guy
I
on the
don't
right
see-
facial deformities?
I don't see.
Oh,
it.
that's a great
I
question,
believe-
Lucid.
Also, the
Actually, no, I don't think it's AI. I'm not seeing it.
All right, I'll
Maybe
I think
other
they-
than
You
that
guys-
weird
Can we talk
keyboard.
about the keyboard though? Why is the numpad on the left side?
Yeah, that's weird.
It could be flipped. But then
Okay,
in the
but where's the
calendar,
mouse on the right?
okay.
Listen, if
This
it
woman
pisses me
left-handed?
off, it's AI.
I mean, the perspective of this entire thing is fucked. Like the screen, if the perspective is showing correctly, the screen is like incredibly thin and tall. Like it's not wide.
It could be an old 4x3 monitor.
No, it's
Yeah?
like it's like whatever. It's fine. We can move on.
To be people who genuinely may need professional help, and it's not something that I or other community members can handle, nor can we force them. I'm making expectations explicitly clear and keeping enforcement consistent. This may sound like a lot, but viewers have requested things like a bigger community
This is just a picture of a Discord server, just so we're all
Yeah.
clear.
tab
Literally just
or
a
making a
blank Discord
community
server.
Discord, and something like that is not happening without this conversation. This is a channel that has been primarily discussion based. Discussions have arguments, and those arguments
My explicit instructions were to open the garage, then pull the car out. Maybe my instructions to move the car were too implicit.
can be explicit arguments and implicit arguments. Some videos are educational videos
Why
about
do you
objective
Oh no! Oh no! Please don't tell me this isn't. He's like one of these another one of these AI guys. Why do you exist? Or is this just like about Pokemon?
It's just about
It's
Pokemon.
about
It's-
Pokemon.
Okay, I hope so.
Dude, I need
I
the course.
can't punch.
Okay,
I can't ever
We're
view
going
a
to move.
thumbnail title combo
Is
like
the
this
top
without
left
thinking of the
Jimothy
AI
cool?
Minecraft
Hold
videos.
up.
no, these are all him. I think.
No. That's gotta be
I
Jimothy cool. That's gotta be
can't
Jimothy cool.
Lol, I can. It's about moves on Pokemon that don't make sense.
One move.
Also, I'm moving the playback speed to 1.5 speed. Hope everyone's okay, with that.
Appreciate it. Also, I'm gonna be right back.
facts related to games and their
Exist.
mechanics. Some videos are reworks and proposals that are subjective interpretations and suggestions. Some videos are entirely speculative or thought experiments based on a specific premise. In each of these videos, I am explicitly clear about what is fact, what is
Yeah, these are all his videos.
Alright, so they're his. Okay.
fiction, and what is speculation. The reason I'm clear about these things is because I want viewers to be able to fall into these upper categories on the matrix.
Is this? This is from
I feel like we
earlier.
Completely lost the.
Wait, no.
plot.
Is this
We
a
don't-
different? Is this a new one or is this a different? Is this from earlier?
No, this is a new
Graph.
one. This is a new
This is
one.
a new one. Oh my gosh, another one! What the fuck are we doing? What's
Dude,
going
Yeah,
on?
this
does
is
this have
this
to
this
do with
is
My
about
Hero
this is
Academia?
about interpreting arguments.
Why the fuck?
Lucid, I blame you for this.
What do you mean? I was informed by several people this video was good. What do you
I
want?
like how much of a shit show this is.
I think we should just not trust chat. I need to watch every video, and I will vet what video is good and worth covering.
No. This is worth
I am
covering.
the
People
authority.
think this video is good. We're not. It is worth
Well, your
covering
chat
to
makes
talk
me
about how
dumb.
none of this makes any fucking sense. There's 6 matrix. No, that can't be true. There's not 6 matrices left. You can't. You can't be serious.
The ideal is that you have an accurate interpretation of the explicit and implicit argument that I am making. So if I were to say that the sky is blue, you are both able to comprehend that I explicitly said the sky is blue, and that I am implicitly accounting for obvious things like the time of day, weather, we are on this
Undertale.
planet, and
Tell
other
me
things a
about
reasonable person would
Undertale.
assume. If you didn't want to assume that, you'd at least ask me if I'm accounting for those things. The next best thing is for people to have a rough understanding of what I'm saying. Maybe you don't get all the implications of the conversation, but you accurately identified what I said. You can correctly identify that I said the sky is blue, but maybe you think and agree that the sky is blue all the time, no matter the circumstance.
This video is in desperate need of tying these things to the point of the video. It is.
Please
We're
redraw
20
your
minutes
script.
in.
I know. That's why I put it to 1.5
Maybe he'll bring it
times
back in the
speed.
second half.
That's workable. We can still keep the conversation moving forward and clarify the implicit later. Where the discussion begins to derail is when we have people who inject subtext. This is where the literal words I explicitly said are identified and can be repeated back to me, but implications that do not exist or opinions I do not have are injected into them. A person like this acknowledges that I explicitly said the sky is blue, but incorrectly sees implicit motives, meanings, or beliefs that I don't have.
What? If you say the sky is blue, who the fuck is gonna think you said the sky is pink?
Well, that's just the internet for you. You know. You
No,
say
no,
you
no,
like
no,
pancakes, and
wait,
someone says you hate waffles.
No, that's not an example of that. The point is like the point would be, oh, so the sky is never black. That would be an example of that. This is just something he didn't say, and could never be inferred by that. That's not subtext. That's literally nothing. You made shit up about what I said.
They might think, hear, or assume I truly mean the sky is pink, the sky is the ground, the sky is out.
Why the fuck would anyone ever say what? Who?
I'm assuming based on what was said, like before and after the sky is blue. I don't know.
Well, the sky is blue generally, therefore the sky is also pink.
No, the explicit words were the sky is blue.
No, the one below it.
That's the implicit argument.
Yeah, and so the perceived implicit what people perceive from the implicit argument. So the generally means that it must also be pink.
No, but then it would be the sky is also pink, not the sky is ground. The space is blue. Who the fuck? What? How?
The sky is ground.
Because of the word generally.
I know, but that doesn't mean what.
Implication.
If I say, generally, if I say generally track athletes run faster than regular people, you're not going to think, oh, so they're all pink with polka dots? I'll be like, what? It's like, well, you said generally, so I can infer anything I want. Who the fuck? Who has ever? What this video?
Again, they're finding an implication that the word generally means that there is sometimes it isn't blue.
This video pains me, Jaunty. I'm not reading too much. Whatever.
Outer space and space is blue. This is troublesome because people who habitually assume subtext often do not ask for clarification while being ironically hostile about being questioned in return. Even if they aren't hostile, it's tiring and a waste of productive time to talk to someone who
So
has
you
this
hate
habit.
waffles?
I may occasionally reply to a comment like this with a clarifying question to give grace, as some people genuinely do make a mistake. But if I get the impression that this is a chronic habit,
there
for the
it is.
person,
Yeah,
I
there
don't
it
continue.
is.
Finally, there are the people who just have complete hallucinations. These people don't actually follow what was explicitly said, and naturally don't follow the implications of what was said. People like this existed before AI, and talking to them now is so clear because it feels like an AI being blatantly wrong. The difference is that you can just scroll past an AI overview or tell the AI it's wrong, and it will apologize and try to reanalyze what you said. A person in this quadrant is probably just going to crash out. We're probably in this situation to begin with because they were already tweaking out because of having some—
Oh, that's us. That's what I guarantee you, if he ever sees this, he might see this. He might be in the chat right now. I guarantee you we are in the bottom left quadrant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Issue like emotional dysregulation. These people come at you hot while being confidently incorrect, then act like you're the problem when you try to get away from them or ignore them. There is no discussion to be had here. So I ignore those comments, and if they're attacking other viewers or saying really out-of-pocket things, I delete those comments. The moral is to make sure you—
Ooh, rough.
Don't.
Just let them be downvoted and replied to. Just don't.
understand what is actually being said before trying to respond, and don't be afraid to ask clarifying questions. Listen 3 times, think 2 times, respond 1 time. I'll say it once more for good measure. Listen thrice, think twice, and speak once. Of course, all of this only works if there's an expectation of
Holy shit, I'm going to...
I'm back in.
Who said that? Okay, whoever said this is good was just like rage baiting, like preemptive rage baiting.
Yeah.
They saw the title and I was like, I agree, we should watch this.
We should make our own graph.
Alan, are you here? We could just talk about whether or not we could just talk about.
Did Zesty post this video?
No, this was. Wait, was it?
He did.
Zesty posted.
Listen, I didn't watch this. Someone also sent this to me and said that we should watch this.
So like, what did I
Did
miss?
they even watch it themselves, or did they just see the thumbnail and say, "Oh, it must be good"?
I don't know.
We should have a take-home test where
I don't
we
think
each make our own
anybody
graph.
recommended.
You guys want to
this
change
video
videos to something that might be more like at least funny?
Do elephant.
Do we have any
rap.
recommendations?
I have one video I had in the tuck.
Let's watch elephant rap.
What does that mean?
Just watch It's like.
Is this the second time ever
20
we've quit
seconds.
on a video before it was finished?
No, we've done it like 3 times.
As you're deciding, I
send
gotta use the
elephant
restroom.
rap.
Hello.
This guy talks like an intellectual. This guy he does not
video's
talk like an
only
intellectual.
This video is only 10 minutes. This video I posted was only 10 minutes.
The video I posted
This song-
is not that long.
Which video did you post?
I'm doing the video that's in video suggestions. See, this video is only 12
Happening?
minutes. This should be.
Are we
Oh,
abandoning
this
shit?
the old game sucked.
We're
one.
abandoning shit.
Oh, this one.
Alan,
This is boring.
this one's boring. You've seen this?
No, the video we just watched.
Oh, okay, good. I was gonna say, I was like, damn, you wrote this guy off quick. All he did was walk into frame, and you were like, no, it's no.
You have to watch.
hair's too greasy.
How do
No,
I
it's
queue
gonna
up
be boring.
elephant rap?
You add it to the
It's link
playlist.
here.
Here, you
There it
add
is.
the playlist. We'll have it auto queue after
Elephant
this.
rap it's just genuinely like top 3 videos ever.
Oh, I've seen this. I know this video. I know the video that you're talking about.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
it's so good.
It's a very good video.
That is not
Yeah.
Nick Fuentes, chat. What do you mean?
It looks nothing like Nick Fuentes.
But yeah, this is my backup video. Arthur recommends terrible video, asked to never draw again. Hey, it wasn't Arthur. The person who put this was Sheepish Shepherd. Okay, you direct all of your hate toward them. That was the person who. No, don't actually. That was
Is he
a joke.
even in chat?
I doubt it.
Is that guy even in chat?
But yeah, we're gonna talk about how old games suck. Is everyone ready?
No.
I guess so.
Shreddy.
Is Zesty there?
He went to go. He's taking a piss.
Man, Alan,
He's
why
gone
don't
for
you
so
want
long,
to?
I
Why
went
don't you,
grab dinner?
Alan? Why don't you want
I'm
to?
having dinner now.
Alan, why don't you want to debate me live on the air?
What?
Why don't you want to debate me about whether or
I
not
already did that.
we didn't do it live though.
Yeah, but we already agreed to disagree.
That's fair. No, but I agreed with you. I came to a conclusion about I agreed with you. I just thought
We already agreed to like kind of slightly agree on one aspect of it.
no. I said that you're right, and
Okay.
you're right. I said that you're right.
There's no
you
debate.
oh, okay, cool. I'm sorry. You just don't want to talk about it. My bad.
No, we could
I just thought we would discuss it briefly while we're waiting for Zesty to get back.
discuss it briefly. You could just fill the people in.
So
whatever.
me and Alan had a debate that went on for multiple days, which is not typical of me and Alan. We actually agree on most things. But we had a debate that went on for multiple days over whether or not it is morally wrong to kill a AFK player in a video game.
You had a full-on
No.
court case.
We did. We went on for many moons.
It's not AFK. It's if someone
JFK?
disconnects and you know they disconnected, and before like their character has a chance to run back to base or whatever.
That is not what the no. It's
no, they were analogous.
well, no, because if you know the person disconnected, that defeated my initial point. Because my
Okay,
point was you
so
don't
if
know.
Fair
they're
in the game
alternate-
or fair game.
So Alan would
What?
disagree with you, franchise.
That's just
What do you
wrong.
Alan thinks that it is.
Shoot 'em.
If so,
Guns were meant to be fired.
have you
like, what
seen?
are we talking
Wait, okay.
about?
So franchise, have you seen how Deadlock works? You know, like generally how the
People
game
were
works.
meant to be shot.
You know how the game works. So Alan's perspective is that like if a person is not at their keyboard, like they're tabbed out or they're doing something else, and they're thrown into the game and they are in front of you, but they're not at their keyboard and they're not moving, and you could see
Like
that
at
they're
the
not
start.
moving. Yeah, at the start of the game, it is wrong morally to shoot them.
No, just shoot him.
Okay.
Because like that's the game. The shooter.
But don't you think that you're using an
simple as.
underhanded tactic by shooting them when they're not
No.
there? Okay.
They're in the game.
They decided to not to play, so they might as well not be there. They
Okay.
don't get to like
When
join
you-
halfway through.
When you ready up to a video game, you are committing to being shot at. It
No,
doesn't
like,
matter
I
whether
wanna
you're
play
actually
the
there
game.
physically or not.
It's like if you're at spawn in like CS:GO and like you're stuck at spawn, you haven't moved from like the side of the round. If someone comes to their spawn and shoots you, that's like no, you don't get to like suddenly
That's
come
not
back
exactly
to the keyboard and-
That's not. It's like in CS:GO. There's less. That argument makes more sense. But in Deadlock, everyone gets dropped in like the same place at the start of the game. Well, everyone
then
gets
be at your
dropped in
keyboard.
the same places in each lane at the start of the game.
Gotta be
So
at the
that's the same
keyboard.
in CS2.
Not at the keyboard. That's not my problem.
Alan thinks it is analogous to a war crime to shoot the person.
The person is incapacitated.
Don't they
cannot
This is
fight
such
back.
this is such a Weenie Hut Jr. like stance.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right, Alan. Okay.
No, it's just
You're not
I don't
gonna-
know. I don't know how much you want me to get into it.
I want you to get into it. Zesty's still not here.
We should revive this for a couple more days at least.
So
We can argue about it for
Like
at
the
least for
game.
another week.
no, so it's like the essence of what war crimes are things we've decided that like we don't want the enemy to do to our guys.
If I'm not at my
Right.
keyboard, I don't care if somebody shoots me.
Okay.
I'm of a similar perspective.
Because like
Franchise.
I just simply if I don't like I just simply not here.
I think it is a
I don't
common
expect the
courtesy
enemy to stop playing the game.
to
for my
pause the
sake.
game real quick and wait like maybe 10 seconds to see if the person comes back.
I mean, like, if it's like a tournament and somebody like disconnects, then you could like pause the game, right?
I'm of the perspective that I'm fine with this argument in the context of a stakesless like friendly match, but if there are stakes, then like they should be there. Like if there are stakes, then they should be there. That's on them for not being prepared. That's my perspective.
What about killing friendlies?
Well, that's the where that I feel like Alan actually has a stronger stance is if you kill friendlies, it's morally wrong. But even then, it would depend on why and probably the circumstances. Because if the friendly's in the way or like in the middle of things, I don't think it's a war crime to shoot them in the head because you're in the way. You shouldn't be there. You should be in a more out of the way place in the map.
I don't know. If you decide to go and play friendly, you run the risk of getting killed, and you shouldn't. You have no right to complain getting killed as a friendly because you decided to join the game and play a game where everyone else is playing the game.
Yeah.
Rather than goofing off. Like you don't have a right to complain when you're playing friendly and everyone else is trying to play the game.
Yeah. I do
It's
think
not
it is.
you're
It could be a
civilian in a war zone. It's not like like a civilian in a war zone won't be in the active war zone. They will be hiding and
Well, yeah. No.
not in a battle.
Yeah. I don't know what's the stance on killing civilians if they like run in front of everyone firing guns.
I mean, I would assume both
What?
sides probably try not to shoot the civilians.
Well, no, I mean obviously I'm talking about like if they do it if it accidentally happens.
This
Well,
is
it's-
taking a
it's
very
collateral damage of war.
uncomfortable turn
Oh, okay,
that I'm not comfortable continuing with.
All right, we don't have to
What was
talk.
the turn I zoned out?
Alan, we were talking about how you need to talk to us more, man. You gotta open up about your issues.
I do not.
You struggle with alcoholism. Okay, I know you don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
You struggle with alcoholism. You don't call. You join these calls. You don't say anything, and then when you do talk, it's about war crimes. It's
That
really
last bit
uncomfortable.
was true.
It's really
Also,
uncomfortable.
wanting to-
That's not on me. You
also
brought this
Winston
up.
and
I had a
Bastion.
conversation in confidence, and then you were like, "Guys,
No, you said we could talk about this live. That is
we
bad.
can.
That is
can.
bad faith.
Oh,
You
it.
you said
I'm
we could
just
talk about
not-
this live.
we can."
We don't have to.
It is it. I just don't think I can argue it that well right now. But like,
Because you're too EP.
probably yeah.
Maybe on a Friday.
You don't
I
have to
can
be.
do
You don't have to be
better.
here like the whole time. You can like leave if you're like too
Well,
tired to
I'm
add
fine.
things. Okay. Bro, did Zesty fall in? What's going on? This is like
Yeah,
the-
he's
He's taking
fell
his
in.
time. Don't worry about it.
I guess we'll just get started. Fuck that guy, dude.
We should watch Elephant Rap.
I never liked him. Actually, yeah, we can watch that while we wait for Zesty. So true. This is a great video.
Okay, I'm back. What are we watching?
What the fuck did you show?
Excellent timing.
Here, Zesty, we're watching a really good video. You'll like it.
Okay.
Are you here?
I'm here.
Bitch on my tongue like an elephant. Bitch on my dick 'cause I'm relevant. Bitch on my dick 'cause I'm elephant. Bitch on my tongue like an elephant. Bitch, it don't make any sense. It's irrelevant.
Go, white boy, go.
He's not even elephant.
You know,
Not to be good, but I know that you relevant. For that elevate, I won't
The
celebrate.
kid in the orange hoodie.
For that elevate.
dude,
This is like a perfect microcosm.
dude, I feel like
What?
every time I think about this video, I wonder if because if I ever had the idea to do this, I'd be like, no, I feel like the teachers are gonna come on stage and just like Secret Service tackle me off the
Whoa.
stage.
The teachers will come on stage.
Disintegrate you with the space laser.
Yeah, like I just every time I've had the thought of like, oh, what if I did some like funny like cool shit at a talent show? They're just like, nah, they'll shoot me or something. Like there's no way I get like I feel like
You don't want to be like the red shit kid who sings Five Nights at Freddy's.
that. Well, no, I'm not even talking about that. I'm not talking about being embarrassed. I'm talking about like the nature of just doing this at a school talent show is just it's awesome though.
I love it because it's like all the black kids are just sitting off to the side of the auditorium, just getting like they're going. They do not care. They're loving it.
Yeah, no,
and
it's
everybody
fucking
else
awesome.
is just sitting in the middle. Like, is this allowed? They're like turning around,
yeah, they're
looking
just
at
like,
the
what the fuck?
teachers. Like, is it like what's going on?
You can
And
just do
off
that?
to the side. There's just one kid jumping up and down.
Yeah. Also, there's just another black kid on stage who's not doing anything, just
He's
standing
doing
there.
the ad libs.
Oh, is he? Oh shit! I didn't realize that. That's fire.
Dude, because imagine, because think about it. Imagine this kid goes on stage without the black dude, right? He's like, I'm gonna rap. It's like,
He doesn't have the.
Like, it's like, hold on, let me. It's like the black guy gets up there. He's like, hold on, let my friend cook. Trust
Yeah.
me, he's nice.
Yeah.
He's nice.
Bitch on my dick like an elephant.
You can even hear like the kid's confidence to like
Yeah.
skyrocket as the crowd gets into it.
Yeah, it's peak. What do you think about it, Zesty? What do you think about this?
I think elephants are cool.
True. Yeah.
Zesty, that was a suspicious answer.
How? What do you mean suspicious?
That
I
was
think elements are
That
cool.
was a suspicious answer.
What else am I supposed to say?
Anyways, we're gonna watch the real video that we were gonna watch.
Hello. My name's
Hello.
Ian. I make games, I guess. I'm a game
Hello.
designer slash 3D modeler. I like making little miniature thingies like this. Anyway, that's not the point of the video. What was the point of the video? What was the thing?
Oh no, he's already forgotten.
Say. You read the title
God,
of
this is
video.
What?
Lucid.
Yeah.
Why is every video the person making the video forgets what the video's about?
It's more common than you think.
I didn't. So kind of back off a little bit, okay? No need to be so mean to me, okay? Now I probably clicked on
I'm
the video
mean.
being
No,
like,
we're gonna be very mean.
Alan, what do you think of his
You
shirt?
forget?
I didn't get a good look at it.
Hold on. When he comes
welcome
back,
back.
what do you think of his shirt, Alan?
That's all right.
What do you think of that mug as well? The mug shirt combo.
It's a pretty good combo. He's wearing that shit.
He's got that shit on.
The main thing here is all games are not as good as they used to be. I know this sounds crazy. Most people,
Wait. What? As in, like, they weren't as good as they were
got
when they
worse
came
over
back?
time.
So they've
got
aged
worse
badly.
over- they aged- yeah, they aged
Yeah, okay,
poorly,
okay.
that's what I'm saying.
That was a weird way to say that. It made it sound like old games weren't as good as the older games. The games in the
This
olden
guy's
days.
really, he's really into Pong, dude.
Yeah.
This is like when we were having the argument about art, and Lucid was like, if Cardi made a song about how his mom died or whatever, and then like retroactively decided that the song wasn't about that anymore.
Yeah.
Like Death of the Author?
Yeah.
Yeah.
are gonna say
It's
the
just like
opposite.
that.
Games back in the day were so much better than they are nowadays, and I agree. Games back then were really good. GTA San Andreas, one of the best games of all time. Mario 64 revolutionizing the way the 3D cameras operate. This is insane. How
I would not have cited the camera as being Mario 64's like best thing. The camera's like the worst part about that game.
But wasn't it like the first game to kind of have that kind of camera though?
I guess I maybe that's what
Most 3D games had like fixed cameras, like Resident Evil.
Well, this
was
video did
notorious
not
for
do
its
well.
fixed-
I this video was
mean?
controversial to say the least. Zesty, are you okay?
Huh?
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm just really tired, and I have a
Bewildered.
pounding headache, and I'm very tired. But
Doing
I'm
your
okay.
your best Joe Biden impression.
I mean, I can go harder.
I mean, if you want.
You don't have to.
ever
I'm good. No, keep going. I'm fine.
dramatic pause. It's just that we have been spoiled, but in reverse. I can't remember the word for reverse spoiled. God damn it.
Maybe pause the camera and look it
It's
up.
not a book. I did not want to know a book. What's the opposite of spoiled? Found it. all these years, we've been neglected.
You forgot the
Now,
word
I'm gonna tell you a
neglected.
little story and everything's
I don't
gonna
wanna
kind of
watch this
tie
anymore.
into this whole idea that I'm trying to build here, okay? So stick around. Currently, we're in a very interesting space in time. Today is today's June.
He's forgotten.
Oh my
He has
God.
fucking early
How
on. He has
unprepared
early
are you?
onset Alzheimer's. He's forgotten like
Like,
3 or
it's
4
like, it's
things.
funny the first time. It's funny the first time.
It's becoming rage bait now.
It's the
He's
same
just doing
joke
this to piss you
3
off.
times already. I don't think it's funny anymore.
He has fucking dementia.
2026,
How?
and things
You
that
forgot
are
what year it
happening in
was?
the world, most importantly is, besides all the
Keeps
political
doing that
things,
stupid
forget
emote with the
even
mug.
counting the political things.
Emote.
Political things.
The most important thing that's happening right now is that companies are announcing their brand new games that they're going to launch for this season.
They are.
This is the most important thing. We all know it's an annual event. We got
That's
PlayStation
true.
State of Play happening. We have Summer Games Fest. We got Nintendo Direct. Everything is being
Watch, it's gonna
This
do
was-
the mug emote.
This was before any of those things happened. Zesty, do you have thoughts on any of those things? Are you excited about anything that was announced recently?
Fuck no.
No, okay, wow. Well, there you have it.
Like what is there to be
I don't know.
excited
dude.
about? in
I,
game
well,
announcements?
you're not a Halo guy, I
Remaking
guess.
Star Fox 64 again.
I guess.
I mean, and ever since since Metroid Prime 4 got utterly ruined, and nothing Nintendo does excites me anymore, so I just don't care. As opposed to other games, wake me up when
it's all over.
yeah.
Okay.
announced now.
When
And
September
yet
ends.
Nothing feels good. And I kind of get it, because, like, back in the 2000s, that was not a thing. Like, okay, you got a game, but where are you going to announce it? Magazines. So a lot of money that was in
I mean, they had like Space World
They
and
had
E3 and
E3
shit.
though.
Yeah, they had Space World and E3 and all sorts of things back then.
Yeah, but that's like different from like
Gaming magazines were cool.
internet.
I mean, yeah. I mean, also like you just went to the local game store and they had games, or they had posters for games. Like I remember, like Super Mario Galaxy 2 was the first game I learned about because of a YouTube video. Before that, I would just go into like GameStop as a kid. There'd just be games on the wall. I'd be like, oh shit, that one looks cool. I want
Like
that.
my parents would get me a game when we like go to a game store. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
my kid likes this. We'll get him this game. We'll get him Sonic Unleashed on the Wii.
My parents got me a GameCube when I was like 3 or whatever. That was my first console. They had impeccable taste. They got me Sonic Adventures 1 and 2, Super Mario Sunshine,
Damn.
Mario Golf Toadstool Tour, and Super Monkey Ball 2. That's an insanely ball knower lineup
That's like-
for my random
it's like
parents.
the KD Warriors.
Yeah, that's just like if they had got me Melee, that would have been the KD Warriors. Like that would have been crazy.
Unironically.
I got Lego Star Wars on the Wii, so I think I had the better childhood.
I got that later. You were early on that one.
Later.
Yeah, I got that later.
I
What about
unfortunately was blessed with the shitty 4 cores for like Spyro and Crash Bandicoot.
I
So I didn't get to
My-
play the first 3 games.
One of my most fond memories was walking into a GameStop with my mother. She's like, pick out 3 games for your Game Boy. I walked out of there with Super Mario World 3, or sorry, Super Mario Brothers 3, Super Mario World Advanced, and Sonic Advance 2.
Oh, good
It's a
lineup.
great day.
That was
Nice.
a good lineup.
Surprised you didn't get like a Metroid game.
Oh, I had all the other ones at that point. I had
Oh, yeah.
I had the NES port to the Game Boy Advance. I had Fusion and Zero Mission 2.
Nice.
So marketing is just going to like TV commercials, magazines. Nowadays, it's a lot of places that you gotta invest, and you may think, oh, that's actually cheaper because now it's just segmented. No, it's more expensive, bro. Like you're gonna have to do a bunch of stuff. So those events have to make
What?
like the time allocation kind of cheap. So
What is it with these
What is it with
What
these
is-
videos?
What is it with these videos? And they just like start off with a premise that's really strong, and then they just kind of meander off of it for the remainder of the video.
I think you underestimate
this
just how
your
bad people are
podcast.
at
I think
formatting
these
their
are
arguments.
questions you gotta answer.
Okay, franchise. Then you give us the next video.
I gave you elephant rap.
We did. Is that for me? Oh, thank you. I've been given a quarter of a quesadilla.
You see, I say elephant rap, you get a quesadilla. Exactly.
That's true, actually. Good point.
I manifested it.
Medium-sized, small-sized companies can actually buy into it. TikTok and Facebook are making more money than they've ever done with all the paid advertising that they're doing. What makes this
Facebook's actually going down. That's not even true, really, but whatever.
Yeah.
different from back in the day in that sense? And this is very important, ladies and gentlemen. Please lock in while I say this.
What are you talking about?
The emote.
What are you drinking? I need to know.
Water's
Coffee.
good. No, just kidding.
Oh.
Making video games is a huge investment. I don't know how much this was, but here is the budget.
10 to 15 million? Wow, that's really low. I'm actually shocked. I thought it'd be higher.
It's like super low.
Even for 2004,
Okay,
that's
but
low.
no, yeah, adjusted for inflation.
Think of okay, so let's adjust that for inflation right now. So inflation adjustment calculator. All right. So what is that? We'll take the high end. Okay. So we'll do 15. So 15, 3, 4, 6.
Chat, that's just a guy with curly
2004.
hair. He doesn't look like me. Shut up.
So oh my god,
What?
that's way less than I thought. Wait, did I do that right? Am I stupid? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I forgot a 0.
Okay.
Oh no, wait, it caps me on how many digits I can put. 1, 2, 3.
Someone in chat
Yeah,
said, sorry, before you give the answer, someone in chat said the video has barely started, and Lucid, I'd like to let you know that I'm extremely close to dropping UFR forever. Oh no.
Well, I can just carry a 0 basically. So it's about $25 million.
25? That's still
pretty low.
That's still really low.
That's still
a lot
ultra
of, a lot
low.
of games nowadays like cost like 20 like
Hundreds of
50 million
millions.
to make.
No, hundreds of
Yeah.
millions. Like,
Yeah.
like GTA 6 is going to be another $1 billion production game.
I thought it was.
Yep.
I don't know what the budget is on that actually. I think that's
I
been
think
released.
it is a billy.
Oh really? Oh
Yeah,
my
G-
god.
I think at least a lot of like insiders or whatever were speculating that it's gonna be a
And
billion.
to think that
That's
the most
crazy.
Yeah, it's
expensive album ever
between
made.
1 to 2 billion for the GTA 6 budget. That's insane. And here's a Reddit article saying it could be 3 billion.
That's what?
Dude.
That's
Do
crazy.
you guys want to know what the most expensive album ever made was and how much it cost to make?
No.
You don't want to know? Okay.
No.
I do.
No, I'm sorry, Jaunty. That was fucked up. You go. My
I was gonna
bad.
say the most expensive album ever made only cost 30 million to make.
Damn, that's actually what was it?
was it?
Whoa, wait, no, it was wait, I know. It's It's My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, right?
No.
What?
No, that only cost like 10 million.
What?
It was Michael Jackson's Invincible. That cost 30 million to make.
Is that the most? Maybe that's the most expensive rap album ever made. I thought I knew that. That's crazy.
MJ has
All of the lights do
3
it.
of his albums are like some of the most expensive. Like Dangerous, Invincible, and History are like 3 incredibly. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is like in the top 10, like
That's
for sure.
Damn. That's
like,
crazy.
Like the top 4, 3 of them are from MJ. It's pretty crazy.
That is nuts. He was on top of the world though. That's not that surprising.
Yeah, he out of everybody, he makes the most sense to have the most expensive anything.
Yeah.
For GTA San
Anyway, what was this guy
Now,
talking about?
This is the budget for GTA 5. This is the estimated budget for GTA 6.
Oh, he did all the work for us. What the fuck?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So unnecessary to put it sideways.
Games have a standard of at least $100 million to produce. $100 million isn't like very little money. With $100 million, I could probably solve most of my problems. But for a company,
Most?
it's
You
also
reckon?
a huge-
What do you mean most?
I mean, it won't help him find love. Okay. He's a
I don't know
romantic.
about that, man.
He's a
It works
romantic
out
at
for some
heart.
people.
Zesty, you're fucking black-pilled on love. Shut up.
What? Money? Chicks like money.
That doesn't mean whatever. We don't have to have the money.
But like, no. But what happens is it
I ain't
makes you more
saying she a gold
approachable,
digger.
and the one could present herself to him.
I don't think that's what will happen, nor do I think that's how that works, nor do I think that's what happens the majority of the time.
I believe you can
I think it
find love
happens.
and be poor. I think you can find love and be poor.
I agree. I'm poor.
You
I'm
don't
out.
need to have money. There's free women.
That's true. That's true. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, thank you. Thank you,
We
franchise.
are emancipated.
It would have been like an unborn child if we never got that one out. That was right there.
That's investment. So they want to get that money back.
And you want to know
Get
how
that money
children
back.
are made?
People are gonna buy their.
If Lucid has a GF, then this
Love.
guy can find a GF. They're similar. This is
That's brutal.
How do I?
So mean.
What-
So mean.
And you know what?
Lucid,
Because
you gotta
I'm
root out the toxic
no,
behavior in
no.
the
I'm
community.
fostering
They
a
should
community
root this
of
out.
free speech.
You're at
You guys could call me
90%
ugly, and I'll let you.
I think Kemi Meal Team was right, guys.
Kemi Multi was be like, no, you're gone. You call me ugly, I
Get that
delete
ass
your
banned.
comment. That's not constructive at all.
Banished.
So like
Guards,
just
You lost the
remove this
privilege.
guy.
So like just to put this into perspective, right? The development and marketing budget for GTA 5 was like, what was it, 235 million, something like that? It
Yeah,
earned $1 billion in its first day.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Profit.
So $1 billion in the first day is like nothing. They're not going to care if it's going to cost them $3 billion to make it, right?
It made it made $1 billion in revenue in its first day.
In its first day, it made about $1 billion
No
with,
fucking
with,
way.
with just the copies sold.
That's insane. That is insane. Jesus.
It
And
was
think about how
everywhere
many
in
times it's
2013.
been. What?
It was everywhere in 2013. You could not escape GTA 5.
It was massive.
Dude,
Yeah.
I don't think GTA 6 is going to reach that number in its first day. I
Probably
don't think
not.
so.
But it doesn't need to, because it was, again, that was the first day.
Yeah, GTA 5 has
If
earned,
you wait like
know,
a month, you know.
I think GTA 6
GTA
is primed for failure.
Yeah, I think so too. It's
Yeah.
taken too long. A lot of negative
And it's gonna be a
expectations.
huge- it's going to be expensive as well. Like they're projecting it's going to be $100. Like fuck no.
I-
Fuck
paying that.
that shit.
I ain't paying
No
that.
one, no. I don't think anyone who isn't a whale is going to buy that game. So
I
it's
have-
probably going to make no more than like 300 million at best.
No more
Okay.
than 300 million.
That's not. I don't think it's going to make.
No,
its
it'll make
budget.
it'll make $1 billion.
Yeah,
It's
it'll
the
make-
usual.
Ah,
It's,
I don't-
it's
It'll
gonna
profit.
Make $1 billion, but
It'll be over
yeah,
its budget.
but it won't be as big as GTA 5.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to
And it'll-
re-release it on 3 platforms before it can get
Yeah.
They should just cancel it. Fuck it.
there. Yeah, actually, yeah.
Not actually.
Then,
That's,
then,
I'm
because
joking.
then Slay Spire 2 can be Game of the Year because GTA 6 is coming out. It's all
Nice.
part of the
No,
plan.
but that game's woke.
They should just make Red Dead Redemption 3.5.
Games, people are gonna buy expansion packs, DLC. We could be talking about in-game purchases here, like microtransactions and everything, but the thing is, they gotta make that money back, right? It's a lot of investment to do that. The more investment you do in something, the safer you're trying to go, which is kind
No.
of where Xbox was not doing. They were failing miserably.
I was gonna say you're kind of making an argument for why old games were better. Is because they put less money into them. They had
did
less.
take risks.
Yeah, they could take risks. They
Yeah.
could be more things and go
But
places.
now companies are making less money because they're just reheating the same shit and nobody wants it.
Yep.
Because of that, not because they were trying to innovate, but because they were trying to change things for the corporate point of view. This lady, that's at Microsoft right
The
now.
quote-unquote modern
Forgot her
audience.
name. Asha, this girl,
He forgot another thing, by the way. That's like
Oh
thing
my
number 4.
God.
she is being condecorated. People are like hailing
Condecorated.
for all hail powerful
What is
Asha.
condecorated?
Oh, I think it's the new Xbox CEO
Zesty-
talking about.
No, no, what? No, the word Jaunty. What does condecorated mean?
Oh,
Zesty, is that one of your words? Is that
commended?
from the 16th century, Zesty?
One sec, guys.
What's going on with Zesty, bro? What the fuck?
And I think her taking the CEO position at Microsoft Studios, changing it back
All right,
into
someone talking to
Xbox
me.
is one of the most important
Do you know what condecorate means?
According to the Google AI overview, the word condecorated
know.
is an anglicized version of the Spanish or Portuguese word condecorar,
No, it's
which
fucking not.
translates to decorated
What?
or honored in English.
No, it's not. No.
decorated.
Although this guy looks
Guys,
like he
the
could be a
video
little
used it.
Hispanic, so I can see where that comes from. maybe.
Condecorated.
He has a
Oh,
Spanish dictionary on his
he's
desk.
doing the. I think he's doing the mug emote.
Oh, wait, oh yeah, good point.
things
Stop
that
it.
ever happened to Xbox as a company. But
He didn't. Also, Jaunty, can you
Wait,
make
go
your...
back. No, we gotta go back. He definitely did it. I just missed it.
What have I done this time?
that ever happened to Xbox as a company. It was hail powerful Asha, and I think her taking the CEO position at Microsoft Studios, changing it back into Xbox, is
mean
one of the most
Xbox?
important things.
He did it.
that
He did it.
ever
He did
happened.
it. He did it.
Jaunty, can you do a compilation at some point of Franchise's mini tactics he uses to get us to try and play the video after we're being stun locked?
Well, no. I was genuinely curious as to whether he did the muggy mode.
The muggy mode.
Do it again. I wasn't looking.
Franchise is like, look, wait. You have to play the video. He might do the muggy mode again. You might have to play.
True.
Which is not a bad thing, by the way, Franchise. I just would think it's funny. That's all. It's not a bad thing. I just think it's really funny.
Oh, shit.
What does she actually do? I mean,
Well, this aged like milk because the Xbox games showcase was really good. Showed a lot of promise.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They gave a bunch of
Yeah,
people.
she locked the fuck in.
Yeah.
Like, she went from being, oh no, Xbox is being run by AI lady to like, holy shit, she locked the fuck in.
Yeah, she clearly she at the very least is making an attempt to understand the brand's history and try and get it back to a place.
She did her research.
Yep.
what does she genuinely do? She
Oof.
just put everything back where it used to be. Xbox continues making games that they weren't doing before. Xbox Game Pass is fine.
How could you continue doing something you weren't doing before? How does that work?
Does he mean like they
It's a
did it, they
weird
stopped,
phrasing.
and then they did it again?
Yeah, it's continuing something you stopped. That would have probably been a better way to phrase that.
Okay.
Finally accessible again, which it wasn't before.
Wait, but then that would be something she did do. He's saying she didn't do anything. Whatever, it's fine.
Accessible again, which it wasn't before. Things are going back to the status quo, and everyone is just clapping because they are doing the tactic that Valve does nothing and still wins.
Oh, true. Holy shit! Wait, based. Wait. He's based. Wait, hold on. He was correct
I
the whole
looked away from
time.
my screen, I looked back, he's holding his mug, and I stopped myself from saying rewind the video so I could see him do the muggy mode.
I think he was just holding it the whole time. Oh, we're losing our minds.
Bro, Valve does nothing, loses, and everyone thinks they win. That's the real Valve tactic.
My brain's turning to slush.
That's all they want to do is just consistency. This is what Xbox is looking for. This is what Valve has strived for the past.
Why did you put that? You said the word right. You didn't need to put that
green
there.
screen.
Years, bro.
Green
so
screen.
the general POV of this entire situation here is: if you think that game's back,
What the fuck was that thumbnail? What the
Yeah, rewind real quick. What thumbnail is that?
Oh
What the fuck is with this thumbnail?
think that games back in the day were better, it's because they probably were the ones that you're thinking about. Now, let's say you don't have $100 million. Let's say you don't have $10 million. Let's say you don't have $1 million, which is a low shoestring budget movie, and you want to make a game like that. Let's say you have $100,000 and you want to make a game. What do you do? If AAA games are the pure slop of the slop, then the indie games from back in the day must be so much better than the indie games right now.
Indie games didn't exist until 2004. Indie games were not a thing until Cave Story in 2004, and that was an anomaly that only happened because of the passion of one random Japanese salaryman on his like Windows 98 desktop computer. You can't go back and be like.
To be fair,
You can't listen. You cannot
over 20 years
disregard
ago.
Toho.
Like that's
Well, it
over
was,
two.
like,
Like
a bunch of
2004
games,
is enough
though.
to say back in the day.
I know. If you, yes, but then but he said the indie
Like, that's
games from back in
ancient.
the game because 2004 is Cave Story is the first like real like the people in
Weren't most of the
What is-
original video games that ever existed independently made though? And then they had game companies, and then
the fuck? What is?
Like, I didn't
In a
even
way,
have
you could argue that.
consciousness in 2004.
Oh my god! Wait, you're young. You're that much younger than me? What the fuck?
How old are you?
I'm 23.
I'm 23.
So you had so you were
21.
conscious
No,
in
I'm 22.
2004.
I was not conscious at all.
I was born in 04.
Ask me to remember something from 04.
Oh,
I
that's what
can't.
you mean. Oh, you weren't okay.
My brain didn't function.
Meanwhile, Zesty's from. I was born in 1990.
Shut up.
Real.
Man, it's fucking weird being like the second oldest person in every voice chat. I mean, what
How
the
old are you,
fuck, man?
Surny?
27, man.
Ah.
Oh no.
1999. Ooh.
98 actually.
Oh,
Fellow born in 90s person. Hello.
Geriatric.
I'm getting old, yeah. My knees are
Features
giving out.
now, old man.
Fucked up.
Zesty, the reason why I think Cave Story is often called the first indie game is because it was the first indie game to be released on like a website on the internet. Whereas like Toho up to that point was being.
I don't know if that's true.
Toho was
Kind of an arbitrary distinction anyway.
maybe, but Toho was being distributed like at conventions through like floppy disks and shit beforehand.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point too. But even then, that's like also a very big like indie example.
Sure, I'm not denying that. I just think
yeah, Derby Flash was made in '96, so maybe Flash games even predate that.
I think
it depends on how you define indie. I think like if you define it as just independently developed without a publisher, without like investor oversight, then you can probably go back to the first video games ever made because they were probably just made by a guy.
Oh well, yeah,
experimenting with his computer.
Yeah.
If you're saying indie has to be like has to fulfill certain criteria, certain style things. Like there was this debate, for instance, with Expedition 33, right?
Yeah.
Where it won the Indie Game Award at the Game Awards, and everybody was like, "Well, how did this win? This isn't an indie game." But theoretically, it is because it's an independent studio that didn't have a major publisher with oversight. Yes, it had a big budget, but it was personally sourced from the lead dev. Most of that budget came from just his salary that he had saved up when he worked at Ubisoft. So it is an indie game by definition. It just doesn't look like one because it uses Unreal Engine 5.
Wouldn't that also mean that Valve is an indie company since they self-publish?
In a way, you could argue that, yes.
So Deadlock is an indie game? It's such a weird
maybe that
phenomenon.
falls into like that
indie?
weird double A thing because they have
Valve
bigger
is not
budgets
double A though. Like everyone like unanimously agrees that they are triple A, but it, like they self-publish. So what's the deal? It's like the same.
That's when it gets a bit
about
blurry. Yeah.
It's like with like
quality
Glitch Productions.
and
Are they still
volume.
indie even though they're a big company that has a lot of money and income when making their studio projects?
I'm gonna
Like,
get
are they still
perpetuity
indie?
licenses to all the music in my game.
I think because go back to Cave Story. I think the Cave Story is the first example of the prototypical indie game in the way that most people know it, where it's like it's a freeware it's a fully fledged freeware game that you can download off the internet. It is only circulated online, as opposed to something you bought in stores or something you found out in the wild. I think it's at the very least like there were people rapping before like Grandmaster Flash and them were doing it in like the fucking late 80s and shit, or the early 80s and shit, late 70s, but they were like the prototypical, like that was what the blueprint was for people, because Cave Story inspired Dwarf Fortress, which inspired Minecraft, which inspired everything else, or like a whole host of things. So it all expands from, I think, Cave Story, at least in the modern indie space. That's my understanding of gaming history. I could be more off, but yeah. Anyways, I just think it's weird to say, let's look at indie games back in the day, and it's like, like you can't really go that far back before you get into like, it's like there are no indie games.
Right?
Balatro.
Hey, Mahjong fucking slaps, okay? I don't give a shit if it's on the Game Boy Advance. We don't gotta talk about Mahjong. Okay, Mahjong's great.
Surprised you didn't know that, buddy, but the indie game
He did it!
is
He did it! He did it!
practically carrying the entire gaming industry on its back, just like Atlas carrying the entire world on his back. They are
Speaking of Atlas, shout out to Persona 4 Revival. Gonna play that. Very excited.
thriving. They're perfect. They're doing so good right now. And there's
Are
a
they, though?
Persona 5 for everybody. So everyone is just entering here, and it's very easy for you to get those 10,000 units sold. So it's like all fun and games, right? Well, if it's that good, why don't companies see that? They probably do. Because instead of spending $100 million in one game, they could be making $10 million games with the same amount of money.
And
That's
they're
not the focus right now.
That's not
the
how
focus.
it works though,
That's-
because they have
no.
they have
Wait,
limited
did
team
you do the
members.
math correctly, or am I just tripping?
$10 million games would be 100 million.
Wait,
Yeah,
go-
no, he
go
did it
$100
right.
million.
Yeah, he did it
Did you
right.
say 100 mil for one
He
game?
did.
Yeah.
They probably do.
For some reason, I
Then
heard,
you- having 10
I heard 1
different
million
projects
for
at the same
one
time-
game.
What, you could say-
10 million for 10 games.
Again, like budget is one
Fucking
thing,
losing our
right?
minds.
But you again, but when you have you can't have 10 different projects at the same time if you have limited team members. You're gonna be stretching your team thin, making
It's
like
Yeah, and,
also about time.
it takes into account salaries and yeah.
And
It's
if
also
anything,
about time. Like
take
a
long.
$100 million game isn't gonna take 10 times as long to make as a $10 million game.
Yeah, they could take.
There's probably gonna be a
similar.
lot of overlap. Like, say you were to run in parallel, that $100 million game is maybe gonna take an extra year at most, or something like that. There's a lot of parallel overlap here. The budget gets lost on casting and all that kind of stuff instead, right?
And if anything, those smaller
Marketing.
budget games, if you're stretching your teams thin, those are going to take longer to come out because there's less dev time. They need more time with less people. So budget isn't just the main issue. It's also manpower. It's also shareholders. It's also deadlines. There's a lot of things that go into releasing AAA games, and it's like you can't be like, "Oh, just make 10 smaller budget games." It's not how it works.
I mean, the real issue is the death of this AA publisher or the AA developer studio, like like Insomniac or whoever, where they were just making or 434 or people who were making or 343. I'm dumb, sorry. People who were these bigger companies could hire these smaller studios to make a game, fund them, and then they would be able to do it while the main company works on something that the main company wants to work on. That's something only really Nintendo's doing, and Nintendo's not even doing it that much as they used to anymore. So it's like, it's rough.
Spending $100 million in one game, they could be making $10 million games with the same amount of money. And then to get 10 chances of hitting the jackpot instead of having the possibility that maybe they will reach that point. But here's the thing, there's something called investors.
Did I jump scare you?
And investors
I was terrified.
don't give a shit about They don't care if it's a game, if it's like corn, if it's pink fairy.
Yeah, but how do you square this away with a bunch of the game studios that are big that are privately funded?
Also,
Valve and
I'm just
shit.
realizing what the argument he's making right now with taking risks on smaller budget games. That's literally what private equity is. That's what That's what Devolver Digital was doing before they went public.
Yeah,
That's literally like their A&O. Like, you take on a bunch of projects with smaller budgets, and it doesn't matter if 9 out of 10 of them aren't that successful, because as long as one of them is your Hotline Miami, it's fine, because that's gonna make all the money back that you invested in the other games.
yeah, for sure.
That's what he's basically saying.
And people associate Devolver with that kind of mindset of like they're the grassroots indie company. That's what they publish.
And now,
yeah.
You cut out.
You cut out. You just
Yeah,
went,
that's
yeah.
they're struggling now because they went public and they're not making enough profit for the shareholders.
Yeah.
So they're in trouble.
What they want to see is a graph going up.
You can never escape.
That jump scared me more than the jump scare.
It's just like, oh no, a graph. Oh fuck, they're everywhere.
Pavlovian conditioning.
Here they see the numbers are growing. So dedicated amount of money to a specific project to an investor equals larger sums of profit. In theory, if you invest $100 million, the chance of you getting that money plus like more back is pretty big. Now if you do...
I mean, yeah, hypothetically.
What does this have to do with older games not being good?
Yeah, I was like, what is...
We'll get there.
That's what we said with the
We'll get
last
there
one, and we never
We only
got
have 5 minutes left.
Yeah, he's running out of time even more so than the last person was.
$1 million 10
TikTok.
times, the margin of profit is kind of like...
No, not really. Especially if like you're making, because you don't need 100 million to make a game. But like you can make a really good game with 10 million. Like
That.
What do you think the budget is for Minecraft? I'm sure it's fucking nothing. You know, because like the game basically makes itself. Like, I'm not saying you have to make the next Minecraft, but there are a million and one examples of low budget games doing well that you could be doing if you had people to do it.
It's kind of why investors don't want to invest in indie games, and this is one of the important things because
Most indie games aren't from publicly traded companies. Investors wouldn't be relevant. You'd be looking for a
Usually
publisher.
done by like 5 people.
You'd be
like,
looking for a publisher, if
household.
anything. That's not, I guess that's what he means.
But
Maybe he
even
means
then,
investor
they
in
can
the
self-publish
literal sense.
now. They can just self-publish on like Indiegogo or just go it on Steam because Steam has no quality control anymore.
True.
video games, although companies are thriving in that sense, like Team Cherry just went crazy in there, it's a closed capital thing because if they start putting investors in this mess, then there's not enough money for everyone. Can you get a slice of the pie? Yeah. You can. Will you get enough to pay yourself and your investors? Probably not. So this is kind of what they're trying to do. This is why PlayStation's still doing the thing that they're trying to do. Overall, it works best for them to just keep on investing and keep the investor money coming in instead of trying to roll in the mud for like those little scraps.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
Of pennies that the indie industry is getting, because it's a lot of people, so everyone gets a slice of the pie, but then the slice is like super teeny tiny.
Someone in chat just said, "Old games sure do suck."
Who wants a pie like this big, right? To a company like PlayStation, getting
Honestly, that
like
sounds pretty good, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say I could have, if I'm an indie developer, I could have that whole pie to myself, and that sounds
I
pretty
like
good.
pie that size.
Yeah,
Food analogy.
chicken pot pie sounds good as well.
Chicken what? Chicken?
Chicken pot
Chicken
pie.
jockey.
Oh,
Big numbers, right? The thing here is, the more you stall, the more money you...
Scott Cawthon made this game in a cave with a box of scraps.
Same with Undertale. Undertale was like crowdfunded.
Oh, you're right. It was.
And how much did that?
Friday
how
Night
much did the
Funkin'?
Kickstarter even make?
Friday Night Funkin' was not crowdfunded, and then they
Undertale
crowdfunded it afterwards.
Kickstarter.
Isn't that funny?
Like, how much did the Undertale Kickstarter gain?
$20 billion.
About 50 grand.
Oh, wow.
50 grand in 2014.
50 grand to make that game is pretty crazy.
And that was just him and Temmie Chang, pretty much. Just
Yeah.
two people. Like, damn. And look what happened.
Something does not make it better. 9 pregnant women don't make a baby in a month.
That's what I'm saying, man. That is what I was saying earlier.
That's exactly what I've been saying, you know. Wouldn't they make 9 babies, if anything? Why would they all be combining? Like, why would they?
No,
It's like,
'cause the point is that like one woman takes 9. Okay, you get the joke.
no, I get it. I just imagining like Captain Planet, where they all combine their powers and then a baby comes out.
You gotta give time, because that's what art is. Art is time. Like, you gotta be suave.
You know, actually, according to the last guy, art not necessarily. You can make art as fast as you want, and it could still be good. Apparently, that's what the guy said last time. So these guys,
Dude,
they
just
should
make
go
a bunch of graphs.
Yeah, just make a bunch of graphs, dude. You're not. There's like 1 graph in this video, and there's 12 minutes, so I need at least 11 more graphs before this video is good.
A graph per minute.
Yeah, GPM.
And this is the thing, they're jiving, they're suave, they're samba, 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 samba. This is what companies are
Well, I'm horny now. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Blasted.
Yeah. What the fuck, Zesty? That's crazy.
trying to do.
What?
They're trying to sway in.
You said you're horny. I'm not.
You don't have to lie, Zesty. It's okay.
Scared, and then they see if they can step in, and then they step out, and then they start seeing that there's another opening, and they go, sorry, my bad.
You know, Wario in chat brings up a good point. This is the type of unstructured, yappy YouTube content that people want back, by the way. Just random BS go. Those people must have hated AVGN because that had a somewhat professional structure. True. When people, this is what people think of when they're like, oh, I want the old YouTube back. I want people to just say nonsense. Can we get back to when people used to say nonsense? That was so good.
Dude, on Baby Keem's most recent album, when he starts rapping like a caveman.
That's what I need. That's what I want. I want.
Ooga.
Ooga chaka, ooga.
When Eminem starts saying, I'm the butt police, I'm looking at your rear. We need more of that, I think.
I like when he rhymed
Orange and
with
banana. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Banana.
In a eating pork rinds, sword fighting with your grandma at the crib playing, or no, fuck, sword fighting in pajamas.
Playing Fortnite in pajamas.
Sword fighting with your grandma at the crib playing Fortnite with your grandma. That's what it was. There we go.
In pajamas.
No, it was sword fighting in pajamas.
Okay.
Yeah. You're a fake fan.
I didn't mean to do that.
It's been a while.
Oh, you want me to grab your hand? Okay,
I'm
how
tone
about
deaf.
the other one? Oh, yeah, we're doing a salsa. So what I'm trying to say is, AAA games are probably going to stay the way that they are for a while, and I would recommend just taking a look at the indie scene, bro. Just go on Steam. There's a bunch of them.
What does this have to do with the old games being bad?
This video sucks.
Dude, I need
meds.
I need to watch a good video on UFR next time.
We watched Elephant Rap.
That's
That was
true. That was
amazing.
pretty good. We should watch that again, actually.
Go on itch.io.
Yeah.
Like if you wanna go like, oh, I'm so underground. I got my games from itch.io. You can just go there. If you want something new, if you want something that you can be like, oh, this is truly innovative, you are not going to find that in the AAA scene. And all those
Even the
state
indie
of
scene is
play-
getting derivative though.
I was gonna say the both of them
Yeah, there's
follow
like a
different
new-
trends.
There's like
Have
a
you
new
seen all
Vampire
of the
Survivors
quick likes
clone.
in the indie scene right now? There's so many of them.
Yeah, Vampire Survivors clones are rampant. Surny.
Oh yeah,
They're everywhere.
Yeah, there's a new one like every month. It's crazy.
Also, mascots horror, they're all just like big underground bunkers where you run from a creature ad infinitum and then do a shitty puzzle. That's just what horror games are now.
Something.
It's like this is like really like it's always you see it like there's a successful indie game that does something new, and then over the next like 3 or 4 years, there's so many clones that come out, and usually there's like a couple good ones
It
in
happened with Undertale. It happened with Poppy Playtime. It happened with FNAF. It
Ultra
happened
Kill.
with fucking. Oh yes, exactly. Ultra Kill.
What is Poppy
Vampire
Playtime?
Survivers, Ballad.
You should look it up. Just look at no one. No. Just look
What
up.
the fuck is that?
Yeah, look it up.
Like Poppy?
Look up POPPY Playtime.
Ugh.
That is a real game.
It's a very good.
Like the most recent one,
Very
I
apt
think,
enough.
is it's the friend swap
fuck is
phenomenon,
this?
right?
I mean, yeah, but at least that one.
seen-
I will defend the friend swap.
At least the games are good.
Yeah, I was gonna say the friend
I've
swap
seen like
phenomenon.
children walking around with stuffed animals of this thing.
Yeah, it's from a mascot horror thing.
Wuggy.
At least the friend swap thing is less of like a one. Everyone's trying to copy one thing, and it's more of people are trying to figure out how far we can push one genre, which is
Yeah, how
much
do you
more
make good
like
co-op
tenable.
games, I guess.
Yeah.
I feel like some of them are a bit derivative of like Lethal
Yeah.
Company.
Sure.
Yeah, sure, but
There's a few good ones in there. Like, for instance, I've
Yeah.
seen like Peak. Peak is a great one, and I've seen like 3 or 4 games come out that have the exact same UI design.
Yep. Which is
And like, okay, like I
Repo
get
as
this is
well,
like this
that
is
was
Peak.
good.
This is a fucking friend swap game, but like, come on, man, can you like at least do a bit something? This is the same exact health bar you get in Peak.
there
Like,
was a game that came out recently that's just peak, but you go down instead of up. Unironically,
Valley.
Abyss.
I forget what the name of it is. Someone chat will know.
all those directs,
Trench.
corporate events with a bunch of different video games galore. They
Do the monkey mode.
basically feel all the same.
Yes.
Which comes back to
Yes, dude. Woo! You get a mug counter in the chat.
thing, which is it's not that the games back in the day were good. It's just that the games nowadays freaking suck. They're horrible.
What?
They're
No.
good.
What? No.
They're
No.
not.
No. No. No.
What?
No. No. No.
Explain yourself.
No, sir.
Revisionist
Two
history.
things can be true at the same time. Games
Yeah.
could have been better
Yeah.
back then, and you have a lot of bad games now.
it's just more games now, so there's more
I mean,
bad
there were
games.
also a lot of really bad games, but like big rigs. You could never have a big rigs today.
No,
I-
no, you
Like, a very
could.
Specific.
You could.
You could. It would just
we
be
did
released on
because
Steam
Cyberpunk
instead of on the
launched.
N64.
Yeah, but it would be like deliberate. Like, how bad can I make a game?
Or
No. They would release it unfinished, and then they were like, "Oh, we'll patch it later," and then they won't. Most games
Nah.
release in an unfinished state now.
I don't.
Yeah, but it
know.
wouldn't
you
be like
It wouldn't
seen-
be
I
like
just-
disastrous.
That was in big rigs.
Yeah, and it wouldn't. The Big Rigs was released by like a company onto a home console. I feel like the real split here is that home console releases are associated with like this people made this, and it was like it's of some quality at this point because there's so little games on consoles. Whereas like Steam is where the Big Rigs racing type games go. I have games that I got through with those like Steam key lottery
have you
things.
Seen the Switch eShop?
I mean, yeah, that's another example, but because they have no quality control.
It's pretty
But,
fucking bad.
but it used to just be like you go into the game store and you buy something that's trash. Like just can't really do that now.
I mean, there's still shovelware on the console. Like, have you seen how much shovelware was on the Wii? Jesus.
Yeah, but that was over
That
10
was
years
the
ago.
shovelware console.
It was over 20 years
20
ago.
Actually, 20 years.
Yeah.
Still, shovelware has existed then, and it still exists en masse now. It's even probably worse nowadays.
Yeah, but it's not
I
on
love my
consoles.
50th iteration of Cookie Clicker. That's a Bitcoin miner.
I found it so funny when during the summer Game Fest, Jeff Keighley was like, "Oh yeah, there were like over 9,000 games released on Steam this year already," and I'm like, "Brother,
How much
half
of
of
those
those
were
are probably
AI
like
generated?
porn." It's like
Half of them-
porn games.
Not even
Like, come on,
half, like 70% of them were probably AI porn games.
Yep.
like, come on.
Porn is like regularly like the most wish listed thing on Steam, which fascinates me. hello? Oh, Discord's crashing. Oh no. Hello? Hello? Please, God, I just want a black coffee. Hello?
Minor.
Oh, of course.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
Huh?
Hello?
Hello?
Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
I was talking about how porn is regularly the most wishlisted thing, and Discord immediately crashed. That was
The
weird.
powers that be. You know who they are. Stepped in and made it stop.
Is for
But if you ever seriously though, if you ever looked at like the top wish listed things on Steam, it's like a lot of porn, and it's like it's so weird because
How do you see it?
It
How do you
just
see top wish listed things on Steam?
there's a leaderboard, but also you can go to just like the popular upcoming section on Steam. Either way, you'll
It's
just
so
see
funny that I
porn.
can never see those here because they're just blocked in Germany. It's so funny.
Browse.
Based alert. I went
They
to
literally just block porn.
I went to
games, it's so
Basetown
weird.
and everyone knew you.
All charts and stats.
Okay, yeah, but what would a AAA porn game look like? Can you imagine?
Baldur's Gate. The Last of Us 2.
Oh, true.
I don't actually know the answer to that. It would just be like, I don't even want to think about it. Frankly, I'm not like I'm really trying. I'm like really stretching. I can't get there.
Top wish lists right now are Deadlock.
Okay.
I'm not seeing porn.
I mean, maybe it's like a popular
Maybe it's
upcoming
another
thing.
filter. Is that a filter you need to turn off?
No
maybe?
porn. No, there's like no porn on here.
Damn. Now, see, now I just look like a gooner because I always see it in the popular upcoming. Would you look at that?
It was lied
It's
to.
the recommendation algorithm.
Oh no, it got me.
Oh no. Caught. You've been caught in 4K.
Basically, if you want to support
Oh, yeah, this
companies
fucking
that
guy.
genuinely do good to the
Damn.
indie scene. And yes, it's a huge investment. Yes, I would like to support a company that is trying to achieve something truly great. But if I play a game and I feel like the gameplay is exactly the same as it was last year, I'm not gonna get it, bro. This was my biggest
Average
issue.
sports gamer.
True.
Average sports game fan.
Ball
yeah.
and gun game.
Ball and gun
Play
game.
same game
ball and
again
gun.
for $60 or $80.
You know, the average age of the games I play is like a lot, like probably over a decade, if I had to guess.
Let's see. Rivals came out late 2024. That's all I've been playing.
I've been playing.
That's a porn game, kind of.
I've been playing Splatoon 1
Oh my god,
online.
China knows what they're doing with that game, man.
China has all my data.
I've just been playing the first
They went for
Splatoon
the
online.
jugular on Overwatch
China has
that
my
game.
DNA at this point, as much as I've been playing. How many hours do I have on this game? 1,300.
3.
1,300.
3.
With God of War Leve too.
What?
Lawfag. Besides the fact that the game was called God of War Leve and there were none of Leve songs, which I think it's a crime. Also,
Are you talking about God of War?
He's talking about the new God of War.
Yeah, the new God
Yeah, I
of
know,
War.
but what's this about Lofi?
Because the
musical
game is
artist?
called God of War Lofi, and it's the character in the game, but it's spelled like the singer.
Okay, but I guess.
the game feels amazing. Like, have you seen that juicy combat? Like, 2 minutes of combat in the
I thought he was gonna say something else.
20-minute uncut gameplay trailer? Yeah, but the gameplay was awesome, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm probably gonna buy this game and I'm gonna play just for the gameplay. But it's so much unnecessary yapping. Why are you dead in the afterlife by yourself and you don't...
I mean, like this is just what.
I wasn't paying attention. Was it
Sorry,
talking
the pause is really funny.
You know,
He's hitting the Fortnite emote.
No, he's not doing the mug emote yet.
Unfortunately.
Shut up! That makes no sense. Unless it's me. If it's me, then it makes sense. But she doesn't seem like the type of person that would do that. She's not ADHD brainiac. She
Right
is
back, hold
the woman.
Zesty, what the fuck's
All
going?
I put rice out the oven.
He has to, you put rice in the oven?
Yeah. How do you cook your rice?
In a rice cooker?
Water?
You don't have like
Water.
Who the
You
fuck
don't put
puts
like a
in
rice.
it?
I do.
You're weird, man.
What do you mean in the oven?
Not weird.
Like in the fucking stove? Like you would open the big door and...
No, the microwave.
No, no, surely he doesn't mean the
Microwave
oven. When he says the oven, surely he doesn't mean the microwave,
Did
right?
he say the oven or the microwave?
He said the oven. He said the oven. He's getting rice. He has to get rice out of the oven.
Well,
Is it like
let him have
already
him clarify.
Okay, I'm back. What I missed?
Zesty, do you put
How
rice
are
in
you
the
making
fucking
your
oven?
rice?
Well, it's a casserole.
Oh, that's
So the rice is
Why'd
already
you say
cooked?
right?
that's already been
Yeah,
cooked
it's,
then.
It's a lot of rice and chicken.
I thought you were
Do
saying
you cook
that
your
you...
rice in the microwave?
It depends on what it's gonna be for. Because
Okay.
if it's for part of a casserole, then yeah, we do the microwave because it's a bit faster. But if it's just for like on its own, I cook it proper from raw.
No, but in what do you cook it in?
Oh, a large glass ramekin with a lid.
What?
What is that? A pot?
Basically a pot.
A
You know what a
pot?
ramekin
You
is?
can do rice in a pot with water. That's how we do it.
This is like
That's
yet
what I do when I
another
that's
word
what I that's what I do when I
used
cook
that
it like
we have no clue
stovetop.
what it
But like if I'm
means.
microwaving it, I use a ramekin.
You cook it and go. What is a ramekin?
Is
What?
that a 16th century word or?
It's
The
over
fuck? How do you not know what a ramekin
I don't.
is?
I've never
Highbrow.
heard that before.
It's
How do you
this.
spell
It's
that?
these. Look, these.
Oh, why is there a name?
Why is
for
everyone
that?
telling me to get Wheezy in the call? What?
It's a
Did
ramekin.
did I miss something?
Why is there a name for that?
Oh, it's these little divvy ones. Don't you use these?
He's
for, like,
not even
souffles,
online,
though?
chat. What is this
Well,
chat
yeah,
hallucinating?
you use them for casseroles and souffles and otherwise like little cakes and yeah.
Dude, this is like an old person word to know. I had your back up
dude?
until
It's
this.
like one of the most common pieces of dishware.
No one says no. I know what it is. No one says
Zesty, this is like
ramekin.
strike 4.
Yeah,
Of, like,
this-
using words
Strike
that, like,
4. It's a fucking ramekin.
You said
Over.
asunder earlier.
Ramekin Skywalker.
Oh
Okay, I can defend
my
asunder.
God.
That's fine.
Yeah, asunder is a
Asunder is
normal
okay.
word.
Asunder is not a
No one knows what a ramekin
It's
is.
over.
I can't say
Ramekin, not the
ramekin.
high
I
ground.
can't say
Oh.
torn
Say it.
asunder.
Oh, the joke is that
What's
Zest-
next?
the joke is that Wheezy also microwaves rice because of that diet video. That's what the meme was.
No. Wheezy only microwaves his rice in like the shitty boil in a bag things. No, what I do is I get fresh rice and then I mix in the water and the green chilies and the tomatoes and then and some chicken stock and then I properly cook it in a glass ramekin. I don't do the boil in a bag shit.
This guy
I
looks
cook
like
my
he's on the
rice-
verge of
Glass on
flipping
your
Zesty off.
stove?
I
What?
use like a plastic rice cooking bowl.
You know, I know I said this earlier with like a different context, but I mean it sincerely this time. This guy looks like Mexican Lucid.
That's
A little bit.
just not true. That's just not true. I resent that.
Yeah, I use one of these things to
Toe
cook
with
my rice in.
Thor. Why
Let me-
is
let me
she
post it.
talking to herself? If it was silent, I feel like the game would have been received with much more love. There's a lot of misogynistic people.
This video could have been.
What does this have to do with all games?
This video.
There's a lot of misogynistic people.
We're talking about God of War now. What?
This video could have been titled "Things I Thought Today," and it would be about.
What are the comments on this?
Mine's
I want to
like
I want to see what the comments are on this.
Go look at them.
About how many
Watch the video I
I
suggested.
strongly disagree with that. I think women in gaming is freaking phenomenal, and we should have more female protagonists. I just think that
What-
At least he's
the other
self-aware.
God of
Plenty
War
of
that
them.
was released, the one in
Come on,
Pixel, I
mug,
forgot
mug,
the name
mug,
because it's
mug, mug.
so forgettable. It's
This is
not
the motion.
interesting. It's not good. And I thought if they're gonna pick a woman to represent and a goddess of a woman, let Kratos be fine with being
No,
a good
the mug.
boy. You would expect that it would be serious, kind of like the original trilogy of God of War. All things said and done.
The original trilogy of God of War is not the
Very campy.
The newer. I was gonna say the original trilogy is a little more silly than the newer games. The newer games are much more down to earth.
Very like very theatrical rather than like dramatic.
Yeah,
Face me, Zeus, you coward!
Yeah.
yeah, that was a good impression. Damn.
I thought it was a good addition, but
Is this one of your
I know
tricks,
that
Hades?
They could have done so much more if they only had time. They could have done so much.
That was.
What's that face?
This goober, what is he doing?
Go back.
Can we please play the video? We're almost done.
Is that the meanest thing Alan's ever said on UFR? He called someone a goober.
He's a goober.
He's a
It
goober.
might be.
More, and they didn't. It felt confusing, underwhelming.
Is he drinking anything out of that mug?
He said it's water. He drank water
There's
earlier.
anything in it.
Over-explained. It was confused and over-explained. How can you do that? But yeah, this is
That's my thoughts on this video.
gonna be a mess to edit, but that's the problem for future me. If you stuck around,
He edited
until
this?
here,
This is just like a
comment,
yapping
subscribe.
channel.
I will
Probably.
post more chaotic, kind of interesting videos like that. If you are interested,
This was
I
not
am also
interesting,
a
says
video
it.
game designer.
Did the emote.
Theory
Yes!
knowledge. I'm currently working on my own board game. More information coming up later.
That's pretty cool.
After
Old game sucks. Looked inside. It's about video game chuds.
Like, maybe this guy just uploads like rambles. That's all he does.
You just happen to hit the algorithm at the wrong time.
in the future, more stuff coming up.
What are you saying after in the future, but pointing the other way?
Because I sure did. I wanted to vent a little bit.
Cameras flip.
Yeah, that's it. See ya.
Okay, great.
Well, that was
I'm hungry.
What did we learn?
Eat your rice.
Zesty's hungry. That's what I learned.
You're Ramekin Skywalker.
Ramekin Skywalker.
That was people want this? This is what people ask for? Like there's no cohesion with any of this. It was just like random strings of thought.
I mean, I learned that
kind
there
of
was
loosely tied together with the fact that it was about video games.
I learned that there was over 100 teenagers participated in a machete fight over Frozen
Yeah.
2.
That was an
That's
enlightening
pretty-
moment.
That was a good
Pretty
moment.
good info to learn today.
I think Britain is yeah,
The country?
Britain.
England.
is my
Loosely,
city.
it could be loosely defined as a country.
I feel like this was one of the more incoherent UFRs we've ever had. But
Yeah.
I blame that
It
on
just
the
didn't go anywhere.
I trusted. Look, okay. No, sometimes I vet videos. Other times I'm like, no, surely this video is interesting. And today it was. Oh, everyone said this video is good. I heard mostly good
One
opinions.
guy recommended.
No. I heard
no. But like
no.
5 different people sent it to me, and then I put it in here too as
Yeah,
a
and-
Did they
recommendation.
watch
Several
it?
people-
Because I don't think they would have recommended it if they
I
did.
think they just had it on as background noise and then thought it was good.
Several people also sent it to me and said this is a video that we should watch. Archer, it's okay. It wasn't just you. Sheepish Shepherd
A lot
was
of
the one who put it in the
people
UFR. Zesty sent it to me in the UFR Discord. It's a whole thing, you know, and we didn't even get through it. And maybe it all comes full circle. The video has just ended, and Lucid, I'd like to let you know I'm extremely close to dropping UFR forever. Everyone just keeps dropping UFR, I feel like. And you know, I'll find.
We need a banger of a video.
I
for
feel
the
like
next one.
next
Dude,
video.
I'm gonna not be here for 69. This sucks.
When you're not gonna be here next week?
No, I'm gonna be away for the next 2 weeks because I'm gonna be overseas.
Next 2 weeks? Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
next
I'm gonna be in Europe.
next week we're
Oh
doing
my
a mixtape.
My condolences.
Fuck no.
Next week we're quote unquote playing mixtape, and then the week after that we're doing UFR 69, and then
Fuck,
what the fuck?
dude.
What's the schedule? Did I time this all right? Because what? That's 21, 28. 5, 12. Oh yeah, so after that we have UFR 69, UFR After Dark, and then the contest UFR. So I've timed this out pretty well. Go me. Also, yeah, speaking of which, go do the fucking contests. Get creating. Make TF2 videos. Submit them. Win money. Cash money. Lots of money. We've
Submit
already...
them, win money.
We will
Yeah.
industry plant you into TF2.
Think about it, chat. If you were like, oh, maybe I won't win, think about it. Maybe 3 people enter, and you get money by default. Think about that.
You'll win exposure. You'll win exposure.
Make a
You
video,
will win.
make it good by UFR standards. I feel like anyone could make a video that is better than both of the videos we watched today, so I feel like the bar is incredibly low.
Yeah, it's not a high bar at all.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna do okay. I don't know what the plan is for UFR 69. I was figuring me and Zesty would just fuck each other on camera, but we might figure something out.
Oh hell
I didn't
yeah!
sign up for this.
I mean, what'd you expect, right? But like
That's true,
we're gonna find. We might watch.
We're gonna have sex.
We're gonna watch something 69 related, probably. If I can think of something or find something that's funny.
Yeah, we need a good banger of a video.
Maybe I'll try and get Tech on. I've been trying to get Tech on. Tech keeps like committing and then not showing up. Which is like fine because he's a busy guy.
Franchise, help us out.
No, don't put that on
What?
Franchise. Franchise is not the Tech whisperer. That's not how it works. You can't just be like, yeah, Tech, get on, and then Tech's like, oh, I have to do whatever Franchise says. That's not how that's not how it works at all. But yeah, the fucking ooh, dating advice would be a good UFR 69. Maybe we'll.
No,
We gotta watch another
No.
LA exit video.
No, not
No.
Zesty. But what if I vet it beforehand to make sure it's not AI?
Okay, I'm willing to. If it's not AI, sure.
Okay, cool. That will probably be the plan then.
I feel like it's just gonna be a 3.5 hour humiliation ritual I get put through.
I know. Well, hey, if you look, I don't think it really has to be. You know, it's not really that humiliating. We all get to laugh at bad dating advice. Doesn't really.
Zesty Jesus Tinder stream. Let's go.
Oh Jesus Christ! No.
We're not doing the furry girl tier list. That's not happening. That was a joke I did once, and it was not.
No.
We're not doing
Yeah,
it.
thank God we're not doing it.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Also, there were like a lot of children in that furry girl tier list like thing, which was really weird. Anyways, yeah, fucking go create videos. Surny, thanks for coming on. Alan, say something mildly amusing.
I don't know, man.